Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. That's right. We are live on a Friday night. We are ready to go, and we are back at it again. It's the Wrasslin for Life Network on a feel-good Friday night. That's right. We have 3 hours. 3 hours of wrestling coverage, 2 hours of SmackDown to kick it off, and then we roll right into 1 hour of Rampage. I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful week. We made it to the weekend. Congratulations. Me and that crazy man are going to run you through the updates, the reactions, everything that SmackDown has, everything that Rampage has, and we're not going to miss a beat, folks. Don't go anywhere, as he likes to say, strap in and strap on, maybe. But let's go. Let us in, folks. We are here. We are live. We are ready to go. We're on a little bit early because we just couldn't wait. We want to get on and talk to all the fine people out there. And like I said, I hope everyone out there is having a wonderful week. Ready for the weekend. You made it through another 5 days, and we got a couple days to celebrate. That being said, we're going to kick off the weekend with yours truly. Yours truly, AJ White, Mr. Every Night, the Iron Man of YouTube, the man that just keeps showing up. And I am joined by the master of mayhem, the master of mischief, the master of everything, the
jack of all trades, master of none. What? But no, we've got SmackDown. What? Rampage. What? We're coming back on Saturday for House of Glory. What? Then we got a nice little Sunday, staycation, vacation. What? And then we're coming back with Monday Night Raw on Halloween. What?
Woo. Lots going on, folks. Lots coming your way. As you saw this week, added a new face to the channel as far as Miss Ashley Rose, the Rose in the concrete world that is the IWC. She is here to
not Adam Rose, Ashley Rose. There's right? No white rabbit around there.
There you go. But folks, we are ready to get into this. Lots to talk about, lots of things going on in the wrestling world. But Nick, more than anything else, we're here for SmackDown to start it off. The card is stacked tonight.
Oh, absolutely. We've got, of course, we've got our brother from another mother, Mr. CJ Brand, live in full effect in St. Louis at SmackDown. And he also said that it is a double taped SmackDown because of Saudi Arabia, because of Crown Jewel on November 5th.
Well, man, I feel like low-key he just sprung that on us.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. It wasn't just that.
We've got Bray in, the main event, allegedly, supposedly. We've got rumors that Tennille Dashwood is back. She's backstage at SmackDown tonight. And excuse me, that she's going to be the one to challenge Ronda's open challenge. And we've seen stuff about like Chelsea Green might be coming to WWE. Deonna Purrazzo, maybe.
Interesting. Talk about black potential.
Right.
Deonna Purrazzo would be huge. I think Deonna Purrazzo was amazingly complimentary to the WWE style, what the WWE wants out of a.
Well, she was there before, and they just they missed the boat on it. That was under Vinnie Mac.
And you think we've heard names like Taya Valkyrie. We've heard like I said. I mean, Jesus, if they lock down on Sasha, Naomi, now all of a sudden, Nikki Ash is no longer ashy. She's a little bit better.
Yeah, she's now back to almost a wrestler.
Now she's a wrestler.
Right. No more almost.
Yeah, we can drop the almost now. She kind of mashed everybody up, and we're kind of excited about it. It doesn't exactly seem like we're going to get 100% crazy Nikki, but we'll see what this is.
No, we're getting like Grease, tell me more, Nikki.
That's not where I would have gone with it.
But and going back to how SmackDown tonight's stacked, do you think, like we talked about it before we went live, do you think it's stacked because it's on FS1 because of the World Series game? So now we're seeing the shoe to where WWE is having to move stuff around, like how AEW had to move Dynamite to a Tuesday. So we're going to see, it's going to be interesting how these numbers go.
Yeah, the numbers will be extremely interesting. And then, yes, I do think there's an additional kind of lineup stack here for sure, in the sense that, and I don't know why it is, but wrestling fans seem quite fickle. That, like, if a show moves a channel, they're just like, ah, fuck it. It's not where I thought it was
You
going to
mean I have to hit the button again? I have to click down? What? No.
Yeah. I'm programmed for it to tune in at this channel at this time, so I'm watching whatever's here. Okay.
Right. That's how fucking Desperate Housewives still keeps winning.
So yeah, I do think they've given people a reason to take that extra step and look and figure out where the show is if they're a casual fan that aren't stumbling on it. So I mean, the card is stacked, Nick. It looks good from top to bottom. Lots of compelling things. Like I said, we talked about Ronda. Braun's slated to be on the show tonight.
The Tribal Chief is coming back.
The Chief will be here. Will Paul be here?
We're getting Solo and Sami tagging up against the Brutes. We're getting also the TBD that's going to be teaming up with the Street Profits, which I think CJ mentioned on the Rumble. He thinks is going to be, which, by the way, that's our podcast that we recorded last night. If you haven't checked that out, be a friend, tell a friend, absolutely go check that out. And we had an amazing interview with Jack Moody as well on that.
Outstanding interview, yes.
But he thinks that it could be Carmelo Hayes that ends up joining and kind of being the swerve that they need right now for Hit Row.
The swerve that they need right now. Yeah, I mean, I think if you brought up Carmelo and Trick and you put them in the mix, now you have a bigger faction, which is not a bad thing. But listen, AJ and Adonis, since coming back, have done nothing. The fans are booing them. They're supposed to be baby faces, and the fans are outright booing them.
But do you move Carmelo up with Trick? And we're starting right off out of the gate, folks. We are now kicking off SmackDown live with the Brawling Brutes coming out. So it looks like we're starting right off with Ridge and Butch versus Sami and Solo.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, here come the Brawling Brutes. Yeah, not wasting any time. So this is going to be a good match. I mean, the Brawling Brutes and Sami Solo's been an interesting team. Good, compelling storyline behind it. This will be interesting. My Nick pick is on the Brawling Brutes tonight.
Really? I'm taking Solo and Sami.
Nice. I knew you would.
I really like that. Obviously, people know that Sami has that kind of connection. You know, they've got their own secret handshake between Sami and Jay. Sami seems to be doing that a lot too with Solo. Like he called into like the bump when Solo was on there. No, he has that with Jimmy, but he's doing it with Solo now too, to where like he called into the bump to make sure that
did you hear that
Solo was okay, and did he get the car right? Was everything good? All of that. Like everybody's buddying up with Sami except for Jay.
Right.
Speaking of which, well, I'm getting a replay right now of Jay taking out Logan, but also they showed how they kind of incapacitated, broke the arm of Sheamus. To where I think he might have just gotten married, I believe. I think I might have just
seen he did.
So nice little way to start up the honeymoon is get your arm broken.
Congrats to Sheamus. Good old Irish lad tying the knot. So congratulations to him, sir.
Yes, we've tended to be the Irish wrestling channel at times.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, whether it be Rick O'Shea, Jack Moody, Scoops,
AJ Scraggs.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Fight Factory Pro Wrestling in Ireland. Big shout out. We're looking forward to talking to more of the fellows from that training facility.
Just make me Booker for a day, please.
Yeah, right. Oh, we're back in the back.
Roman's not here yet, as Sami's telling Jay. Of course, we're getting Sami and Jay button heads. But folks, if you haven't let us know who you're taking for this match, I know I've seen a few of you, but if you're, send Nick picks responsibly. My brain was even stopping me from saying it. But let us know who you're taking for this match. I'm taking Solo and Sami. That man's taking the Brutes, which is surprising that you're now become a big fan of Butch. You hated the gimmick change, and now you're all behind the Brutes.
Well, no, here's the thing. I think the Brutes are going to win because I feel like what happened to Sheamus, one, Second, I think it will be some type of mix-up. I think there's going to be a little, we got to keep building this potential divide amongst Sami.
The cracks might start to form.
Look at the entrance they're giving Solo, by the way.
Oh, he's, like I said, he's Taz, and if Samoa Joe had a baby.
That was insane. That entrance with all three of them coming out behind him like a fucking, like, it was a fucking scene out of The Purge. I like it.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for, Solo's gonna, Solo.
Right. Now, listen, what they've done with Butch is interesting. They should change the name. I don't know why they haven't, but it's like a couple people who've seen this like slow, gradual evolution or de-evolution of what Vince had made them. So remember when Butch first came up and they first told us he was Butch, he was pretty much on a leash. Like they had
Scrappy Doo.
Bro, yeah, he was Scrappy Doo. Now he has moments of it. No, thanks, Butch, for proving my fucking point, Dick.
Well, I mean, Tommaso Ciampa got his last name back.
Yeah.
Amy Hartwell got her last name back. Shotzi got her tank back. Why can't Pete Dunne get his, at least, didn't we just call him Pete?
Butchie Pete? Pete Butch?
No, Buzz.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the opening match of SmackDown is kicking off. We got Pete Dunne, a.k.a. Butch, in the ring. One-on-one with Sami to start. We got Solo and Ridge Holland on the aprons. And I got the Brutes. You got the Bloodline. Quickly say hello to Ronnie. That's
Ronnie, Victor, Hassan, Rally, Canadian Spaceman, everybody. Mike Watt, Ashley Watt, Damian Watt, Thomas Watt. Christ, I'm going to blow my vocal cords out here fast.
Right.
Jam-packed in St. Louis, Missouri. Pause on that, sir. But I will, since Mr. CJ Brand has liked to have this whole little contest going about, if you can spot AJ in the crowd. If you can spot CJ in the crowd, because CJ's there live tonight.
That's right.
That if you can spot him, CJ will give you a shirt, and I'll just tell you to cut the shit.
Right? CJ Brand, like, he's been doing it to me. But if you look in the crowd, if you can get us a screenshot and put it out on social of CJ Brand at the show tonight, he will send you a t-shirt.
Right.
Thomas, how are you, sir? Damien. Yeah. All right. So I'm in the minority here. Look at this. Everyone's like, what is KJ talking about?
Right. Everybody just hopped on the bandwagon.
Yowie wowie, you found me.
Victor stealing my gift. Don't worry, I got enough I can share.
Right. What's up, Hassan? Rally Sport. So much news today. Sheamus married to Neil Dashwood.
I was going to say, punctuation and grammar, folks. I understand there's only so many characters you can use, but that's a whole different headline. Sheamus married to Neil Dashwood going to WWE. So he married her on the way to the show. What?
I just stopped reading right on the.
I was going to say, I love you, Rally, and you can take this. But punctuation, folks.
So he didn't marry to Neil Dashwood. 2 points here. Sheamus got married. Yes, he did. To Neil Dashwood is reportedly in the backstage of SmackDown tonight.
Yes, and I still was debating of whether she's actually done with Impact or if this might be a lone situation. Like,
no, I think she's done. Dun
dun dun dun dun dun dun dun. Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne got knocked out by Solo.
Flying knee off the apron.
Well, I got him just getting slammed right on the apron right now. Matt, I know as we go into commercial, but that's what you got us here for. If you do want to watch SmackDown Live and listen to us, they did move it to FS1, but absolutely no, we'll keep you up to date with everything and anything that is going on SmackDown, Rampage, and just in the world of wrestling.
Right. Yeah. Sami Zayn had a shoulder problem, so he had both arms cut off and replaced with bionic arms.
What is he, Jack from Mortal Kombat? Why?
Yeah, that's just a rumor.
Right, allegedly, very a source of none.
Right, Sami throws his shoulder out, doing his over-the-top entrance.
Yeah, the dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Hey, oh.
I still want to just see him and KO come out again with that entrance, just of being basically Martin Prince and Nelson from The Simpsons.
Butch is awesome as Pete Dunne.
Right.
What? That's not how that's supposed to be. The Bruce
See,
for the
Vic is
win.
on your side.
Yes, I knew he would. Smart man. Right. The World Series is on instead of SmackDown. Not very happy. Yeah, it's a tough break. I mean, it got moved, and fortunately, you got it. I still got it, but yeah, I mean, it's tough at certain times of year when you're on channels that cover sports. You're going to get the bump. We've seen a lot with AEW, right? Basketball, baseball. AEW's had, I'd argue, more issues with the scheduling, unfortunately for them.
Well, because they're with a company that has specifically on a company that has basketball coverage, has hockey coverage, has a lot of coverage, so has baseball coverage, which my goddamn Yankees aren't in the World Series, so go Phillies, I guess. Fuck Houston. But anyways, yeah, world's smallest violin.
Listen, I can't say shit. My boys had a historic collapse. This is fucking embarrassing.
Toronto's known for one thing, just what it do, A-Town? Why?
There you
they
go.
can do what it do, baby.
Sneaky Pete, Cactus
what?
Pete,
What?
A-Town, Victor. CJ looks like his brother, the Super Diva. That's not nice, Victor.
That's not nice. Both GCW and Defiance Wrestling has stat cards for tomorrow's show. It was hard to pick. Yes, Damien, as it is even at times with us, but we are here covering anything and everything as much as we can within reason. So absolutely, right. If you haven't done so, make sure you tell a friend, be a friend, like, share, and subscribe. And statistically, it's been proven that the wrestling does get actually better if you hit that subscribe button, and also if you ring that bell notification, because we're here. We might not be here covering every show, like there's so much wrestling going on, but I know we'll be here tomorrow night covering House of Glory with the Briscoes, Watt versus Aussie Open. That's going to be a banger of a match.
It better be.
Take a quote from the Brawling Brutes there.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to House of Glory tomorrow. And as we said, we cover more wrestling than anybody else. So we have fun doing these streams. Thank you for joining us on this Friday night. We're coming back out any second now of a commercial break. And we still have a tag match going on between the Bloodline and the Crew.
I'm already out.
You're already out? What the fuck?
I've got Solo stomping on Pete Dunne right now in the center of the ring. So trying to get a hot tag to Ridge. What do we think about... Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, sir.
No.
What do we think of Wade Barrett on commentary?
I like Wade Barrett on commentary.
Do we go to a 3-man booth when Pat comes back, or do we just say Wade, thanks for, thanks but no thanks, or does he just go to a thing of, I've got some bad news?
I wonder if you could do Wade Barrett and Graves as a team.
That's not a bad shout. Well, that's heel and heel.
I know, but I think they could. Do it.
It'd be interesting because I think Wade's a little bit of that more color guy, surprisingly. Even though he's a wrestler, normally they tend to be the straightforward guy. I don't know why we got. I'm sorry for bringing us down this rabbit hole of commentary.
Where are we going?
Right.
No. I mean, listen. They got to figure out Monday night. Again, I don't like
slam.
Oh, you got to follow away?
Tilt-a-whirl slam, sorry. 2 count from Ridge on Sami. Bill X, what up? Ronnie, what up? Dan, what up?
Audience tonight, CJ says.
It's only the first match there, sir. Cut the shit.
Triple H, you better have your QR code sign up.
Yeah.
Triple H bring back Enzo Amore and Carmella. Ooh.
Oh, wow. But
not bad. I liked Carmella with Enzo.
Put her with Corey. Just Corey's cleared off the no contact. Let Corey do something. Have Corey in a match versus Pat. There we go. Best commentator.
I don't
Bring
want
it back
to
full circle.
again. I really don't want a lot of that shit.
Who's your why?
I don't want a lot of that licking each other's face. I really don't really care for.
Right, but so then what? We're gonna just do like how we've got hit row without Swerve. We were talking about, I've said do Undisputed Era without Adam Cole. So we're gonna just do Big Cass and Enzo without Big Cass. Carmella ain't 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that.
Put Shanky in Big Cass.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
At least Shanky can dance.
This right here, this is Shanky, and he is 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that.
He can spell
Shake. Shake.
Madcap Moss is dating Tennille Dashwood. Yes, he is.
Maybe that's why she decided to resign.
Right? She did not marry Sheamus as previously reported.
Right. As previously reported, she's quickly divorced Sheamus and remarried, and is now seeing Madcap, much like how Tom Brady and Giselle are getting divorced.
Are they really?
Yes, facts. They actually released that today. Spoiler alert. So I'm sure there's 10 people in the chat right now saying, so you're saying there's a chance.
Right. Oh,
Sami with an exploder suplex. Pete Dunne in the corner. I still don't think he's taken that honorary Usopp shirt since he's gotten it.
No, it's like the Bart Simpson episode with the hand, right?
Right?
We'll
never wash this hand.
Right? That's all that is. There's even New Japan 44. Yes, Damien.
See, again, you're explaining the struggles that we have as a wrestling YouTube channel that covers anything and everything when it comes to professional wrestling. There's only so much of us to go around. We do exist outside of this bubble,
right? Plus the New Japan, they're just like episodes, right?
Well, and then you get like XPW that starts the show for us on the East Coast at like midnight. It's like I like my sleeps sometimes.
Oh shit. Oh,
Jay and Sammy getting into it.
Pete says, okay, fine.
Relax. What up? G, what up?
What's going on? What's up, Ronnie? Victor. Have you guys seen who's coming tonight to face Ronda?
Emelina.
Will they call her Emelina, or will she be able to be Tennille?
Or Emma? Oh, Ridge just runs through Solo and Jay, doing his best Strowman impression. I still roll up. 1, 2, 3. Wow, you were right, sir. On the most dangerous move in professional wrestling, the
roll up, the dreaded roll up. There you go. Me, Victor, ding ting.
Yeah. I got a friend that was at SmackDown last week, and he said he didn't know Bray Wyatt could run that fast. He said when the lights went off, Bray ran to the back fast as hell. What? How did he know it was Bray? What? Why was he? What was he timing his 40? Did he run a 4.3?
Yeah, but I mean, I thought he only did the backstage thing last week.
Last week, yes. What?
Now Jay and Sammy arguing, but I think Solo's mad at Jay.
Well, they all are at least looking in the direction of Sammy.
Jimmy. Oh, wait.
Oh, Jimmy's even turning around Jay. Like I said, it's interesting how they've made it to where everybody's going toward Oh, the big dog has shown up to settle the situation.
Yeah, let's get this match. Crown Jewel, a fucking Survivor Series. Let's have this match. I want to see the Usos go again. Let's go. Jimmy versus Jay. I think they put on good matches, man.
Oh, well, absolutely. Well, look at what Roman was able to do with them in his matches with his feud with Jay, and then his kind of mini feud with Jimmy.
Yeah. Anyone's audio making weird noise on FS1 and on wow.
FS1, what? Excuse me. It is a what? A little bit here or there. I will say that.
I'm
also watching on the web browser, so.
Ronnie Hood. Bandito and Juice Robinson both signed. Yeah, I read that today. Okay.
We'll talk about that during Rampage or during a commercial break.
That's true, but yeah. Damien never wants to talk about the show we're watching. Tennille Dashwood on WWE tonight. Rumor, Ronnie.
Still got to see it to believe it. Yep, we got there.
Dashwood. Oh, bye, little X World. Thanks for stopping in.
Right.
We done team one. Called it. I don't got a buzzing, but I'm not on FS1.
Ah, got that Canadian connect. Why?
Right. Well, you found a way to get your SmackDown ahead of mine?
Somehow, superpowers.
Right. Here comes Roman. Maybe it was the week before last. Fair enough. Could be.
Jeff, what up?
What's going on?
SmackDown will be taped next. Yeah, see, like that's again, Dale saying that right there. What CJ just kind of dropped on us because he's there live tonight. That it double taped episode, which I didn't even think about it, but it makes sense with them having to go over to Saudi Arabia and everything. Which, by the way, we're in a commercial break right now, folks.
And we will be here live for Saudi Arabia. We will be live for Crown Jewel. We will be live all week long. We'll have the go-home shows, taped or not. We'll be here for Raw all the way through the week. And we got more coming your way, including House of Glory this weekend. I believe it kicks off at 6 p.m. Eastern time, guys. So grab your supper, grab your snacks and such, and join us for a Saturday night live stream.
Absolutely. Nobody covers professional wrestling like we do. No other channel is live as much as we are. Nobody's here covering everything up to the minute. We even got people live at the shows and everything like that. So absolutely, be a friend, tell a friend. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. And if you have already, I know you know at least one person who used to be a wrestling fan or is a wrestling fan. Tell them to check us out. Absolutely. What? Yeah, just go around, pick up people's phone, click on their YouTube app, click on our page, hit the like, give their phone back. Let's go. Right. I know some of y'all got alt accounts. What? Allegedly.
Is anything new TNA news?
Well, they've changed their name to Impact.
Yes.
We'll start there. Since you seem to have been out of the loop for a little bit.
Let's get you up on everything since they've been in TNA.
Vince Russo no longer works there. Neither does Dixie Carter.
True. I mean, Joe Henry's the new digital champion.
I believe in Joe Henry.
Man, it's crazy.
It's stuck in my brain since
good for him.
100%.
Shit got him over.
Well, and two, though, it's interesting that now, like we said, I think also on Thursday, that now it seems like Hunter's moving in on everybody that works with Tony, since he can't get at Tony. Like he's got the whole thing going on with Carl Anderson in New Japan. Now we've got Tennille Dashwood, Chelsea Green, Deonna Purrazzo, maybe, all being rumored of being signed by WWE or coming to WWE.
Yeah.
So it's interesting of, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, again, it's just a matter of, it's systematic warfare. We've seen it before from the WWE where we can't get at you and we want to act like we're not paying attention to you. So we'll just work around you. And, we'll put you in deep waters all by yourself and see how long you can swim. So
right.
It's interesting. And that's where I'm really curious what's going to play out with the Carl Anderson situation in New Japan. And is there a bit of a work to this? Or, I mean, I'm still hard pressed to think that Carl Anderson is being this publicly disrespectful. So
it's a work.
Has to be, right?
But could you imagine WWE and New Japan working together?
Yeah.
Okada versus Roman Reigns. For fuck's sake.
Dude, I'm down. I just want to see it.
We did also get the tease of Moxley versus Jay White, which I'm absolutely shut up and take my money with that match.
And 734 people tonight have taken their lives, all wearing AEW t-shirts. What?
Whoa, now that got dark real fucking quick.
That's exactly what would happen if they announced Roman Reigns versus Okada.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell? All right. Oh,
I guess I lost you there and it got real dark.
A little bit. All right. Anyways, tribute to the troops.
Follow along, Nick.
That's hard.
For
Vitamins,
2
folks,
seasons.
vitamins. Baby, I'm going to be Frank Sinatra for Halloween. Nice. Especially, I'm assuming you're a good paisan then, so absolutely. I respect that. Bray Wyatt moved. Ooh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Bray Wyatt moved the needle more than Roman. His merchandise is number one seller. Well, it's also newer, first off. And it's also Bray Wyatt.
It's Bray fucking Wyatt. Bray Wyatt was killing merchandise sales on his fucking 14-month layoff of fucking wrestling. Like, this man moves merch. It's just the way it is. That's why
this man was one of the most over people in professional wrestling and didn't wrestle a whole match for a year. Wasn't in any company for a year. Roman has them eating out of the palm of his hand every fucking
But
time.
you know what, though? Every member in the ring right now is all playing their part perfectly. Solo's the angry dude, arms crossed. Jay, Jimmy knows they're in shit. Sami, you know, the goofball kind of looking off in the distance, knows that shit's about to go down. Roman's arrogant, and Paul has that trepidatious look on his face of like, uh-oh.
Right. This is absolutely 100% chef's kiss. St. Louis, acknowledge me.
CJ, are you acknowledging, buddy?
Right. Acknowledge your tribal chief.
The fans go bananas. Look for CJ, folks. Look for CJ.
But
win a t-shirt.
No. But he's just absolutely elevated to another level. Remember, this is the same guy that had John Cena. It's called a promo kid. If you're going to be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to cut one.
You remember, it was like everyone had shit on Cena for so long. Then he comes back and does that, and everyone's like, he's saying all the shit about Roman that we think. We love him.
Right. Somehow John Cena became the best, at that point.
He's going to put him in a match, dude.
Sami versus Jay? Jay looks,
like he's about to cry. You want to act like kids? We'll treat you like kids.
Oh, we're going to do it right now. Let's go. Oh, and Sami steps up to, okay. Let's calm down here. And Sami's so over it. I love how much Sami's become the baby face 100%. See, that's how you naturally build a baby face.
Out of nowhere. He's just like, hello.
Right. Just surprise, motherfucker. Right. But see, Tony, that's how you naturally build a baby face. With a huge
look at Paul's face, right?
Right. Jay, I like you. I like you, man. He's pointing out how ever since he's been an honorary Uce that Jay's had an issue with him. Sami's gold on the mic. That's the thing is there's 3 people right now in the ring that are all fantastic on the microphone.
Yeah.
This is good TV.
No, this is highly entertaining. I kind of wish the show started with this.
Well, I like that it gave you that kind of that build-in. I think it might have, it needed to find its footing.
Well, no, I mean the match and then this. I mean, I don't want to do that. Right. I agree, but no, I think it's great, and the fact that like all of a sudden, like when everyone realizes that this man has a microphone, the crowd pops.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's going for a handshake right now with Jay, and Jay's just the facials though too and everything.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much. This is a masterclass in ring psychology 101 of how to get yourself over with every bit of expression. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry, just real quick. Next time they show Jimmy, does he not look like the spitting image of his father right there? Over Sami's shoulder. When Sami's got his arm out, man, he looks so much like his dad with his hair out like that. And I don't know, man.
No, I believe you. I just missed it because I think, like I said, I somehow got ahead of you because right now Jay's cutting into Sami saying, I don't like your hair. I don't like anything about you. Blah, 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 blah.
Get out of my face. Roman just standing with his back to everything. It's beneath him.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's fitting. And if you guys are going to act like children, I'll treat you like children. And that's exactly what he's doing.
Yo, I told you, I thought it would be awesome to set up Sami and Solo versus the Usos for the belts. And they actually lose. They actually lose, but the belts stay within the bloodline as almost like a fuck you, like a lesson. Should have been fucking around. Should have just played nice.
Right. Oh, and Victor, it's Sami, Roman, and Paul, obviously. Paul hasn't even spoken yet, by the way. Jay said, "This is my family."
Jeff, bring back. We have
no love for the Scott Mullen. What?
Jeff's asking for Ashley. You don't know how the boys get when a girl shows up. They've never seen one before. So.
Or maybe he's talking about the anonymous GM. Did you ever think about that there, sir?
Ooh.
He wants Hornswoggle or the guest host when you had like what's his name that couldn't even remember that it was Monday Night Raw.
Oh shit! Run!
Roman just eyeing down Jay.
Run, Jay, run! Oh, then he bucks up at the wow.
Oh, this is the whole crowd's just yes.
Look at Paul. Look at Paul, dude. Money in the fucking bank. All of this.
This is all just Paul.
Money. Are you kidding me? Wow, Jace. Look, Jimmy backs right off like, oh, fuck, bro. What'd you do?
Right. You done fucked up now, Aaron.
You, the crowd.
Speaking of Aaron. Oh. Sheik, what up?
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
Right.
Visualize that.
Pause. Fucking pause on that. What?
Wait, what?
The whole crowd's chanting Usi right now. Usi. It's not very Usi.
Yo, right Jay's gonna fucking pop Sami. Wait, what? Yo, Sami got him to pop again. Roman just 100% broke.
Oh, absolutely. That's what, and he's chuckling right now. That's, I think, Sami's goal is just to try and try and break Roman.
Look, Jay's covering his face.
Jimmy's just doing this the whole time. Like, why?
Look at Sami's face. Hard selling the whole joke.
It's so fantastic. I'm not feeling Usi. Folks, I see a lot of new people tuning in. Absolutely. You should feel Usi and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We are slowly making the push to 1,000 subscribers, all of that. And absolutely make sure you hit the bell notification, like the video, share the video, leave a comment. Roman pulling Jay back. No, you're going to stay right here.
If you're feeling good on a Friday night, put a little Usi in the box.
If you're feeling Usi.
If you're feeling Usi on a Friday, get it in the box. Pause.
All right.
Look at Jay. Jay is supposed to be the angriest man in the world right now. He is crying because he's trying to hold his shit together.
It's just everything is just.
Yo, Roman's just picking on him now.
But this is Roman being the Rock. Everybody, this is so much. This absolutely Roman's on that level now. 100%.
Are you not looking forward to a verbal confrontation between Roman and the Rock? Right?
I want that so bad.
Because Roman can hang.
That's the thing, is Roman's now at that level. He's literally in God mode, son. To where he's the guy doing it.
Wait, 1 second. That's bullshit. He's still laughing. This is one of my favorite things I've seen in a minute on wrestling. So Jay, sorry folks, Jay versus Sami. If Sami wins, he gets to become Sami Uso. Is that what he said?
The whole crowd's chanting Sami Uso as Roman's doing this. You know, point ahead, look smart.
Oh, poor fucking. poor Jay he was supposed to be the angriest guy in the world. And
that's why he's got his head down now. You can see him smirking as he's got his head down right now. Just God fucking damn it. And we've got Paul hyping up Saudi Arabia, Crown Jewel, Roman Reigns going one-on-one, defending the undisputed Universal World Heavyweight Championship versus Logan Paul.
Oh, man, this is good shit.
Oh, this is the best thing in wrestling right now.
Sami's face the whole fucking time. And Solo didn't move. Solo is like the British Guard. He is not moving.
Bray Wyatt addresses his demons tonight, folks. That's what we just got after we got a little glitchy video.
That was perfect. Every second of that was perfect.
No second of that was unwasted, too. Everything was succinct, to the point, tight. Everything had a rhyme, reason behind it.
Whew. Dude, Jey Uso's in tough there. And I'm pretty sure some of the part with Roman at the end there, it felt like he was just ad-libbing and finding reasons to say Usi more because Jay trying to hold his shit together.
Oh, he was trying to break him 100%, as we've done that constantly on the stream of like, let's see how I can get KJ to laugh tonight, or let's see how I can make CJ lose his shit.
Fucking hell. All right,
well,
folks.
Victor said though, so sorry, go ahead. I was just going to say, what if Sami loses, then what? Do they take him out of the bloodline?
I didn't even really hear the match thing. I just I thought that's what got said.
Yeah, I just heard everybody chanting and talking about Usi, and then, Sami Uso.
Sami Uso, officially a member of the family.
Is someone let Rikishi know about this whole situation? Get him on the phone. He might have to sign some documents here in a little bit, some adoption papers.
Jimmy looks so much like his dad with his hair down like that. Anyone else watching SmackDown agree with me on that one? Just standing in the background there and the way, I don't know, man. He looks so much like Keish. Couldn't help it.
Well, I don't know how to respond to that because I instantly thought of the dish, not the wrestler.
Oh, munchies. That was an awesome segment with the Bloodline. Guys, that was one of my favorite things I've seen. I've enjoyed a lot of the wrestling lately, but that segment was one of the best segments in a while. Like, that was amazing, outstanding. And again, it was such a heated moment. And then Sami cracks a joke and everything went off the rails, but everybody held it together like pros. Solo didn't move. Like I said, I give all the power and all the points in the world to Jey Uso because Jay just held his shit together. Like, just like the man kept looking down. He was covering his face and he's crying. Everyone's like, oh shit, Jay's crying because he's upset. No, it worked well, but man, that guy was doing everything he could not to just burst out laughing.
Right. That man was just trying to, we're going to keep it together now.
My God. But every part of it, Paul plays a piece in it. Jimmy played. When Jay said what he said, Jimmy walking off to the far corner like, oh, you fucked up. Left him.
And like you said, Solo didn't move a nudge, a wink, anything.
No, then Solo plays the part. He does his thing. Like even last week or the week before when Sami, look at Solo. He's pretty cool. Like Solo didn't sell it, just played the role. And everybody is doing their part. Everything they do. I mean, again, like Sami, instead of making it obvious, out of nowhere pulls the microphone out. It's those subtle little details that change everything, right? They made it funny.
Right. Oh, that was 100%, like I said, not a wasted movement, not a wasted word, not a wasted, second of that whole situation. That was true pro wrestling right there. That, like I said, that made me right there. Like you even said, of you wanted to see that whole promo back and forth between Roman and The Rock, because now that's fully solidified that Roman's at that level. If he can do the little comedy shtick and roll with shit, of he's finally at that level of, it's called a promo, kid. If you're going to be the top dog, you're going to have to learn how to cut one. He's there now.
Yeah, no, it's a completely different animal, and I could easily see The Rock coming out. And we all know that just completely organic energy. You're slightly.
I'm back from commercial. I have what looks like another teaser for the Hot Topic Raiders because we've got a skull, a campfire, and a knight's helmet. Why?
What? Is that a joke?
No. And this is very much Sarah Logan.
Yes.
Row. And it's interesting. Like I said, Ruby Soho's got to be sitting in AEW just like, motherfucker.
I wish I could smell something.
Right. I wish I didn't break.
Yeah, that very much looks like Sarah. I mean, what I've seen so far.
Right. Why? See? Why? Uncle Howdy is Vincent.
I'm in.
What the fuck? I just come back to Maximum Male Models sitting on the ring apron. What the hell?
How do you transition from that to that?
Man sour, that's how.
Oh, what the fuck have they done to the other guy?
Masse,
like the mustache, and
I'm still waiting to see when when
it looks like a bad
Mansoor shows up in Saudi Arabia. You know, Saudi Superman comes home. And he's Mansour or whatever the fuck his name is.
Does he have to wear a full like sweatsuit like the ladies? Just curious. What are the rules? I don't know all these rules.
Right? Why?
I'm sure he's going to have to play it a little differently when
Who's he going to go over though? Because he's got a streak over there like Goldberg.
Maybe
and
he just doesn't compete this time.
Just they leave you. You're to sit your ass home,
right? They're sending, Mustafa Ali's going to go over and have a good match.
They're sending Mustafa Ali as the replacement. That's problematic.
I'm just saying, like, it's not my booking. Why you can't get mad at me?
The whole situation is problematic. So that's moving forward, moving on.
Oh my god!
And they've got LED in the ring now. So we've got Maximum Male Models versus the New Day right now. So let us know who you're taking for this match.
I can't even begin to take these men serious in what they're wearing. They look like
you thought Eurovision wore some weird shit.
Yeah, but at least the Eurovision, what they wear makes sense as far as like. Now I'm gonna sound like a.
By the way, we're talking about Pretty Deadly for those who aren't, regulars here.
Right. But yeah, I mean. Okay, you guys are models, but like, is part of the gimmick that you're fucking shit at it? Like I get it, like. But even
they just bought a bunch of shit at Goodwill and just decided to wear it and just call it fashion.
Like the big guy, what's it?
Mace? No, that's Mace. Masse.
That's right. Fucking hell. Yeah, like Masse, like. What the fuck? The orange vest, the orange, and
they don't match at all. They look like two different fucking superstars. Like they don't look like they've ever teamed together. As we've got Kofi with a big body splash off the top. But Willard, what up? Larry is here. Never fear. Julian.
Send us your
SmackDown Live. Well, don't worry about it. We are here covering anything and everything going on with SmackDown right now.
I don't think
live and in full effect. Sorry.
No, sorry. I was just gonna say Victor thinks it's Bo Dallas. We got Victor. I think it'd be really cool if Dutch and Victor were involved. I still think that Bo Dallas could be involved, but he's talking to his demons. Now, do his demons manifest in characters? I don't know what the fuck we're getting. I feel like this is like some Bray versus Bray thing, but I don't know how we get there. I don't know what they're gonna do. This is where we're kind of stuck with this right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little interesting because we've got to strike a pose, 10-second pose in the middle of the match right now. But no, it is interesting. Like I said, it's gonna be, I think, Bray versus Bray. He debuted in the same mask that was in the video package when he was out there cutting that emotional promo.
Right.
Uncle Howdy, to me, what we've seen of this person looks like just another puppet for the Firefly Funhouse. So I think it's every time we think we've got it figured out, they change it up.
Right. What's next? What?
Zachariah,
welcome.
Why?
Larry says this is a joke.
Mm.
It's a weird sentence to read. But
Well, they had to get the M&Ms on there for, Halloween time. So, when they had them out for trick-or-treaters and everything. I don't know. I tried to make some sort of connection there. Make it make sense, please.
I mean, if we're going to have some type of shitty rivalry in like the middle of each show, this might be it.
Right.
Like the Dune Day have completely fizzled out. And I don't know if they're just holding ground in hopes that Big E returns and it'd be a resurgence. But I really think if Big E come back as a single, and the first thing you should do is absolutely annihilate Kofi and Xavier.
Well, they've gotten into that situation a little bit, and I do really like the New Day a lot. But they've gotten into that situation like Dolph, like Ray, of it's been the same thing for so long that it's gotten way beyond stale. And the New Day picks up the win. Xavier with the pinfall over Mansour. But like when they did King Woods and all of that, that felt a lot fresher, a lot better, a lot newer than New Day. You're muted.
That I am. I did hit the cough button. Yep.
Kayla Braxton looks like she's got pink eye.
She looks amazing. Does she wrestle at all?
Kayla? No.
Not Kayla. Sorry. I was talking about Maxine.
She was a wrestler, I think, in NXT for a brief period, or at least the Performance Center. I don't even know if she ever debuted on NXT. But we've got Kayla Braxton right now backstage with Sonya Deville.
I love the vignettes of Viking Raiders and Sarah Logan.
Oh, I've got Sonya and Liv going at it. They're tearing down the backstage production right now. Liv very much.
Is this Liv's new gimmick? Is she like the OC?
She's the extreme chick now. She's Nikki ASH. She's Nikki Cross. Hey, Liv,
what are you gonna do today? Beat up Sonya Deville.
Right. Do some crazy shit. What I'm going to do tonight at SmackDown? Do some crazy shit.
Do some crazy shit.
Oh, but there is Bray's logo, the reverse moth on the production truck equipment.
Okay.
How to say that.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Right there. And this time they made it big and fucking obvious.
Right.
Last time it was a little hand-sized square. This is like a fucking 8x10.
Yeah. Before it was blink and you miss it. This was a goddamn billboard on the side of the road.
That can't be a coincidence at this point now. Or is it just fucking with us?
Red herring.
Red herring. I think I'm kind of feeling like herring-ish with this one.
I think she just wants to just cosplay as Harley Quinn for Halloween.
Michelle Victor.
Oh, that would be interessante.
No, not bad. Not bad. I could see it going that way. I wonder who Bray Wyatt will go after first. I think we're all kind of anticipating that. And I think at some point there needs to be a little bit of a something. Like, okay, why is he here? Let's go.
Ever seen a man wrestle himself?
Bo Dow's going to come out looking just like him. Grew out.
No, it's just going to be like liar, liar. What are you doing? I'm kicking my own ass.
I'm kicking my own ass. Do you mind? No, I think we haven't seen Bo in a minute. He grew the beard out. He grew dreadlocks, and he's gonna come out looking like his brother.
Well, when he came back and instead of being Crispy Fried Fiend, people thought it was Bo at WrestleMania and everything like that. Right. Damien, you were correct. The New Day did win. Sorry.
No, sorry.
No, Victor says he called it again. A-Town with Liv Cross. Frenchie, hello. Or should I say bonjour?
Bonjour. Comment ça va?
But it's going to be Emma. That's the safest bet, oddly enough, at this point. Bray is rumored to go for Roman legit.
No, please don't do it.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
MJF being a babyface. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't make Bray doesn't need a title. Sorry.
No, I'm good, man. It's just as a Bray fan, I'm afraid of that approach.
Right.
Unless there's an angle here, like they're gonna let Bray whittle one of these titles away, but I don't know, man. I really don't.
Yeah, and if Bray's an exclusive SmackDown guy, he'd have to take, I guess, the Universal, which that's the one I think Roman keeps no matter what because he's held it for so long.
Right.
Oh,
I don't know, switch it up, but maybe Bray goes and is the face of Raw because Raw, I mean, it's a tough 3-hour show.
yeah.
Man.
Right. Well, that's what I thought was going to happen initially. And yes, we have Brawny the Strowman backstage cutting a promo, reliving, all of the stuff that he's destroyed, all of the money from WWE that he spent destroying motor vehicles, about his challenge with Omos. God damn. Seeing those two still face to face, he's a solid foot easy.
Oh, for sure.
It's insane. Oh, Braun's got a little septum piercing, although it's all cockeyed looking, like he broke his nose or something. I don't know why. I just noticed that, but they're really tight in on his face right now, and it looks weird. It gives me that creepy vibe when he had like the swamp match with Bray, right? And just like Brawny touched somebody.
Right? They need to build up and not rush him. I completely agree, Zachariah.
Yeah.
Brawny the Strowman.
That's going to be the Christmas edition shirt. Is Brawny the Strowman?
It should be. Where do you think Charlotte ends up? SmackDown or Raw? This is tough.
Oh. Well, sorry. Go ahead.
I wasn't going.
Oh, sorry. I think she could end up potentially. I know we've talked about it. She's coming out with the Scottish little pouch there. Pause.
Here comes Ronda.
Right. Yeah. Ronda's coming out right now. And we talked about how
maybe Charlotte returns to come pause.
Here.
Give yourself a quick pause.
I'm trying. They just introduced her. She's holding up the title with the little, lightning bolts on her face.
Yeah, that's a new look. Less raccoon, more lightning bolt.
Less raccoon, more Tampa Bay. AEW hired what?
I don't know because I thought now we got Ronda. Again, Nick, you said, do we really want to see Ronda and Charlotte again? But I could see them booking it for Crown Jewel.
Yeah,
it's got Crown Jewel all over it. Did they wrestle in handcuffs last time they were in the Middle East?
Don't you? What?
Didn't they wrestle in handcuffs? Like, wasn't it the one hand?
Ronda had one arm tied behind her back as she tagged with Naomi, and it was Charlotte and Sonya versus Ronda and Naomi with Charlotte with one hand tied behind her back.
Purse. That's lovely.
Yeah, she's just gone. She's just stolen Drew McIntyre's gimmick now. Everything's blue and white. Greatness can recognize greatness. No one gives a shit, Ronda.
Okay, so it's heel Ronda. If anyone's keeping track at home, it's heel Ronda.
At least it's heel Ronda. I'll give her that. It's still not the greatest, but I don't mind it. I'd rather heel Ronda versus face.
I still don't love it, but she's better she's naturally bitchy. So just let her be that way.
Right.
And any of the ladies out there, one or two of you, don't get upset.
And why'd they do that? Why'd they do it that way? Does somebody else own the gimmick? What? Does somebody else own the trademark? Emma is out right now, and they announced her. She came out as Emma. So Tenille Dashwood is, I guess, back at least for tonight with WWE. Oh, no,
she's back.
So she's back fully. Is Tenille Dashwood, and and Ronda's doing the little crab Emelina dance. Why not just bring on as Tenille Dashwood? Does NWA own it? Does Impact own it?
No, maybe it's because still you were Emma here before, and we don't.
I don't give a shit.
But Emma has returned, and now apparently, according to the screen, it's just Emma.
Yeah, it's not Emma of Impact Wrestling or anything like that.
No, it won't be. She's done. She's done.
I didn't know how because that report from Fightful was worded interestingly, so that's why I was just halfway concerned. I still could maybe see her taking the title.
Who, Tenille?
Mm-hmm.
Too soon.
Making up for Emelina.
Emelina.
Maybe too soon on that. You're a day late, a dollar short.
Yeah. Where are we going with this? What did we miss? We're back in a commercial break, by the way. For those following along, Tenille Dashwood, Emma has returned to the WWE. Yo, Otis versus Riddle in like a Halloween match?
As what? Otis as the Great Pumpkin? Why?
Wow, bro. Roman's going to be on Raw.
Interesting. Well, I think they're going to get him on TV as much as they can before Saudi.
Yeah, absolutely. Brawny the Strowman. Got that one. AEW hires Tony Schiavone's son, Matt Schiavone, as a TV producer. Cool. I mean, you hired everyone else's family. Why not keep going?
Right. Matt Jackson's wife works in fucking merchandise, so
that's all that's going to be left in that company is friends and family. It literally
right. It's a family-owned business.
Yes, that's all that's going to be left. And Jericho. Jericho is the share of pro wrestling.
Be Chris Jericho -Khan.
Right.
God's going to adopt Jericho at some point.
Yeah, right. If Bray goes for the title, he has to go on Roman Reigns like run. He has to go on a Roman Reigns like run. Oh, I see what you're saying, Carlos. Yeah, I think you got to build him up. I think you got to give this one time. Let it breathe.
Right. Well,
did you think it's a given that he takes the title, Nick?
I see. Well, my whole thought and feeling on this whole thing is he doesn't need the title 100%. He's very much like the Undertaker. Everybody remembers that the Undertaker had title runs. Bray's had title runs. No one remembers a damn thing about Undertaker's title runs because that wasn't what was important with that character, with what that character's story. Bray doesn't need a title to be an important character, and that's the way I feel on that whole situation.
Jesus.
Why?
CJ popped me on Twitter. That's what he does. So Nick Strong is putting on free matches like every week or two, which is cool. Yes, they are, Clinton.
Which, by the way, hello, Clinton. And also, hello, Kurtman 360 LY. I see you as well.
Welcome back, Kurt. Welcome back.
Yes. Hello to everybody new that's tuning in. And absolutely, you should be like Kurtman right there and how he gave a like on the video and everything. You should give it a like as well. Leave a comment. Drop even just a little hi in the channel of that. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell notification. And like I said, it's scientifically proven, folks. I don't play a doctor, but I am one on YouTube. That this wrestling does get better once you hit that button, just naturally, because you got a whole new wrestling group to hang out with. Why?
That's it, folks. We are the wrestling friends that you do not get in your real life. Join the family, like, subscribe, be a part of the show. We are back tomorrow night for another live stream. We just added a new member of the team. We're working on more stuff. We got some exciting news coming your way, more original content. We're getting towards that part of the year where you'll get our year-end review and you get a whole bunch of other things here on the channel.
You get the golden KJ.
The golden KJs are back. The 4 Lifeys.
There, that way at least it kind of picks up.
But we got Tenille Dashwood in the ring. We have Ronda Rousey in the ring for the title. Make your predictions now. We take predictions for all the matches. We do ratings for all the shows. If you want to stay up to date on everything that is wrestling and you want some people, some friends, some family to talk about the wrestling every single night, this is the place to do it. Nobody does it on this level. Ding, ding, ding. The match is going on. Get your Nick pick in now.
Pause and send it responsibly. Why? And it's correction. It's Emma, not Tenille Dashwood.
I can't help but call her Tenille. It's funny.
Oh, I know. It's weird how it's like this weird multiverse of madness thing when it comes to professional wrestling. Of like, well, you've been known everywhere as this, but you were here this before, so we're going to stay with that. Why?
Ronda, Rousey. Now, question, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Are you surprised by the fans' reaction to her? Like, was it more than you expected, less than you expected, kind of on par?
On par, because to me, and I liked and I respect Tenille and all of that, not so big on the captain, but I'm a fan of Tenille. But I do, she's depth. She's not a generational talent. She's not main event card. She's not headlining a show, at least from what I've seen so far with the way WWE's treated her. Not saying she can't get there. Anybody can.
Yes.
But right now, she's depth on the roster. That's what she is. So I'm glad she got a bit of a pop, but not a huge, like, you've still got it. Fuck out.
Yeah, because I mean, I bet a good amount of the fans there don't really know Tenille. Oh, Rousey grabbing her leg.
Tarantula, the tarantula. Wow. It's been a hot minute since you've seen that move. Yeah, you have to be a wrestling fan of a certain what?
No, it's just funny that they hear you Tarantula.
Yeah. But no, you have to be a wrestling fan of a certain vintage to remember Emma. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
And she's been in control, honestly, so far. Oh, that was sloppy Jopley.
Well, there's no way she's winning, Nick. Sorry.
I'm smoking the hopium, and it's more of anti-Ronda Rousey versus make up for Emelina. Like I said, is do it for the memes of just do it of you debuted her, you bring her back, you returned her, all of that, and she's going to come out and just job. Like, yeah, way to get over like a popcorn fart. Let's just toying with her. And I do like that she's got like the, what?
Knee, what?
Yeah.
What? Man, I got off track here. Oh, there we go.
You're good. Hey, my best memory is Ronda is getting KO'd by Amanda. That or the Holly Holm head kick, of course. Just
Holly Holm head kick.
Yeah.
I like that one because nobody saw it coming, even Ronda.
Right. Who would imagine a former world-class boxer and striker and everything might kick my fucking head in?
But no one no, it wasn't supposed to happen with that. Changed my TV. Good job. Happy AK. There you go. We brought Emma back. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Didn't see Emma coming. Ronda retains. 2-minute match. No.
This. If you're gonna bring her back, you gotta at least get her.
Shit. Look at this.
Give her some time.
What is she stomping on the mat for?
They
don't even remember you, Emma.
Oh.
Not ironic as much as the fact that Triple H took over. A lot of other things came in play, but I see what you're doing. But
right, that's a reach. That's some gossip, some spill the tea talk right there.
I'm sure there's conversations between couples, between friends. We know how small the wrestling world has become nowadays, and they all kind of know each other. Nick, it wasn't like the old days where the WCW guys would, they didn't pass each other in the hallways very often, or in an airport. They went they stayed away from each other. There was
and even that up to where you have people like XPW showing up at an ECW show, and they got told to turn their shirts inside out because they had an XPW shirt on, like stuff like that. Of you have that territorial mindset. Now it's just we're all buddies, and honestly, if wrestling fans could be like wrestlers are, and I'll just get the fuck along and be fine.
Yeah, no, I mean like that, and to me, that is where we've kind of come to, where the fact of, I'm sure Madcap's like, oh, honey, it's excellent over there. Trips is killing it. Put in a new Gatorade dispenser, free candies for the kids.
Catering's awesome. On Fridays, they let us have pizza.
Otis has Kool-Aid Man. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I could see that. I could totally see that.
I gave a like. Thank you,
Gable with just shush and just oh yeah.
Dale, Papa Shango, we're getting Boogeyman. It's gonna be a fun Halloween night, and of course, we will be live on Monday. So tune in. We'll see what happens.
The Spooktober Spectacular. What?
Tail Papa Shango or the Boogeyman. Both. Who? No.
Hell, did the Boogeyman resign with WWE? No.
Both.
I still find it hilarious, his whole Tough Enough story to where he lied about his age like a fucking Cuban baseball player.
Yeah,
Ron has got Emma up.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
The Jay and Quincy were doing
That's just mean. Piper's bit on the Emma to transition. Oh, she's setting up for the armbar. Wow, they've really just. This has not been great.
Oh, the ref got right away.
So, congratulations, Emma. Thanks for coming. We gave you back your shit name, your shit gimmick, and we made you tap out to Ronda.
This match sucked.
Yeah.
Larry, you missed some stuff. Okay, Town, cut the shit.
Speaking of popcorn farts, don't ever forget Corn Pop was a bad dude. Was he a bad Mama Jamma?
Mama Jamma. And still, who cares?
Yeah. Rally, they brought her back as Emma. Because that was embarrassing.
Ronda should have Z's on her cheeks, not lightning bolts.
That's what they are. They just fucked it up a little bit. Right? It's just Z's.
Good night.
Right. Good night. Nighty night. Go check the score on the fucking game and then come back.
I feel like, she's rolling out. Back to the announcers.
Yeah, we're getting hype for Bianca versus Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship at Crown Jewel. So I think that's just announced. Oh, and the Undisputed Tag Team Championship is on the line. Between the Usos.
Last woman standing match, bro.
Oh, it's the last woman standing?
Last woman standing match in Saudi Arabia between Bianca Belair and Bayley.
And to think, like 2 years ago, you couldn't even have a women's match over there.
Right.
Jay's trying to get into Roman's locker room. Paul saying, now is not a good time.
Usos versus the Brawling Brutes. I don't understand the new returning people again. Every once in a while you get a surprise pop and they get a title match. Now in this one it was like a mid-level, so it's like, oh, she's back, great, we'll see what happens, but she's not going to win tonight.
Well, and it was also an open challenge, so it could have. It's like Chris Jericho will face a Ring of Honor champion next week.
Mm-hmm. Boom, 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 boom. Victor.
So I've got Legado del Fantasma coming out right now.
What about Fantasio the Magician?
I thought, from WCW. I thought you were about to say, what about Fandango?
Who's getting? I hope nobody. Shit's gross.
What? I didn't read it. I don't want to read it, I guess.
Oh, just who's going to get the worms in their throat if Boogeyman's going to be there?
Oh, God. Probably somebody like Dolph Ziggler or something like that.
Otis, Gable.
Wyatt video. Oh, we're advertising again. Bray Wyatt addresses his demons later during Legado del Fantasma's entrance.
Vega looks amazing.
It's still throwing me off, though, that she's there instead of Elektra Lopez.
I wasn't that committed to Elektra. Remember, Elektra wasn't there she was a newer member of Fantasma.
I understand that, but I still see Zelina, and I look to the right, and I basically just see Tanner Andrade. So it's one of the, especially with the long hair flowing and everything like that. So I'm like, why isn't Andrade there?
Why isn't Andrade there?
He's trying to get himself fired.
Well, who's going to be the mystery partner? Who's going to be the mystery partner as we head into a commercial, I believe?
Yes, I'm in commercial right now.
But yeah, we'll see what Bray Wyatt has to say. I like that they slip in the the little static and like, oh, here we go, this is gonna happen. But it's a different way to kind of remind us that, you know, shit's going on.
Right? Yeah, but you still keep thinking it's gonna just be a QR code and everything like that, though. And that's what I'm waiting for. I'm like, wait, do I need to get the shit ready and everything like that? But yes, folks, we are in a commercial break right now. Obviously, we're very much hyping up Bray Wyatt facing his inner demons for the main event tonight on SmackDown before we head over to Rampage. So don't worry, you don't need to tune anywhere else. We're covering both shows. Honestly, I might even turn on Level Up, which is going on Peacock. So absolutely, if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. So let me go through some of these comments real quick. I'll try and find a spot to start. We already went that one. How many names did Godfather have in WWE? Can you name them? For there is. He was Kamala. He played the fucking boxing gimmick and everything like that. I believe it was Kamala or something like that. He was Papa Shango. He was the Good Father. And oh shit. Anyways, I feel like I should know this, but you're stumping me here, Ral. You're catching me off guard here. Too many vitamins and I'm live. Nick, now that Emma is back in WWE, will she be doing any more? Oh, I forgot all about that. Folks. Was it Emma? Folks, you can do your own research. I don't want to allegedly. I don't want to accuse anything like that. What about Phantasma the Magician? We already got that one. Julia, it was an open challenge. Where are we? Wade Barrett gave me Triple H vibes when he wrestled. Really, DeMarcus? Why is that? Let me know why you thought that was. Because I didn't really get that a whole lot. Triple H to me has always kind of had a very unique style. And we're back from commercial with Ronda walking backstage, buddying up, hugging it out with Shayna. Shayna's adopted her raccoon eyes. Oh, and Natalia's got, weird eye makeup as well. But so is Natalya going to step up to Ronda now? So, Shayna just takes her out. Just literally hits her once in the back and just chokes her out. So looks like we're getting the pair up of Shayna and Ronda. Finally, it's only been forever. 14 wrestlers Vince released, Triple H has brought back. Oh my God, more to come. Has it really been that many? I wouldn't be surprised if it is, but that's interesting. And so we just get Natty just left backstage gasping for air as we've now got Legado Del Fantasma in the ring. So, folks, let me know who you think is going to be the mystery partner with Hit Row. Who you think's winning this match? Legado. That mini promo by Braun was well done. Wasn't even a promo. It was more just kind of like a highlight. Well, yeah, he did cut a promo, but it wasn't. Braun's always a little awkward when he cuts promos, and especially that I start to zoom in really close on his face. Zelina book better with black hair. I agree, Victor. Elektra Lopez solo in NXT now returned. Yes, she returned. I believe it was at Halloween Havoc, which we were here covering, by the way, if you haven't watched that already. Could y'all see R-Truth with Hit Row? That wouldn't be a bad shout either. It would be interesting. But I guess he's already paired up in a tag team internally with Shelton Benjamin. So that might be the whole situation with R-Truth. He was just in NXT as well. KJ the chick from I can see that. A-Town is about to wrestle. Time for a pause for the cause. Well, if you are going to take a pause for the cause, then I will let you know while I've got Hit Row coming out here and everything. That we do have t-shirts, folks. Yes, you can be styling and profiling. You can be swagging on a whole another level. You go ahead and check out Alt Wrestling Tees. You can be the most styling, profiling wrestling fan. You could be like Mr. CJ Brain, I'm sure, who's already rocking his Wrestling for Life t-shirt in St. Louis live at Smackdown right now. You can go ahead and get yourself a lovely what t-shirt. I said a what t-shirt. Or you can let everybody know you bout that action. You're the Every Night Delight. Get a Mr. Every Night KJ White t-shirt. Or if you're just sick of the nonsense, you're sick of, oh, what the fuck? Mid promo, sorry. Shinsuke Nakamura is the ministry partner. But again, like with this, if you want to just cut the shit of why are we getting Shinsuke paired up with Hit Row right now, why do they have nothing to do for Shinsuke? You can go ahead and get yourself a CJ Cut the Shit t-shirt. You can go ahead and get one of those at redbubble.com. Search Alt Wrestling Tees or check out Alt Wrestling Tees on Instagram. Christ, you can just Gmail the dude. And also, I will let you know, obviously, we've got basketball going on right now, kicking off. What? We've got the NFL going on. What? College football. What? NHL. What? We've got all the pro wrestling going on, live and in full effect. So if you're going to any event, go ahead and check out SeatGeek. It is the best app when it comes to, seeing what you're actually paying for, whether you're getting a good deal or not. It lets you see your view from your seat. I'm sure Mr. CJ used that. Getting a SmackDown tonight as well. But you go ahead and use code Wrasslin and save yourself $20 on your first purchase. And you can even, I'm not a financial advisor, don't even play one on YouTube, not one on TV, didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Express or anything like that. But you can go ahead and use that $20 towards one of those lovely Wrestling for Life t-shirts. But we are back at it like a jackrabbit. And so we've got Hit Row with Shinsuke Nakamura just decimating Legado Del Fantasma right now. So let me know who you're taking for this match, folks. Whether it be Legado or it be Hit Row with Shinsuke. But this doesn't even seem like it's really kicked off as a match. It just seems like they've all kind of jumped him as B-Fab just lays out Zelina. So people can correct me if I'm wrong, but has the bell rung? Have we started off here? Or are we just... They're getting already laid out. Oh, and all three do the come on as we go right to a commercial. Goddamn WWE. Damn ain't taking Legado. R-Truth would be a great mouthpiece for Hit Row. Yeah, but I think that's kind of what Hit Row's whole shtick is, that they're all kind of mouthpieces, especially what's his name there, AJ. So I think absolutely. I don't know if they really need a mouthpiece. In R-Truth, he's always been a kind of comedy gimmick. Do you want to have Hit Row associated with that? Carmelo Hayes. I see everybody saying it was Carmelo. No, it was Shinsuke Nakamura for some reason. Shayna and Ronda could work. Yes. It could have worked. It could work. It should have worked. It should have been happened before when they had Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke in the company, and you could have had the goddamn 4 horsewomen versus the 4 horsewomen of MMA. But now we're showing up a day late and $1 short and expecting it, to get over and just to make complete sense now. Oh, comma. Yes, it was. The Godfather, Good Father. I forgot that with Right to Censor, Kama and Papa Shango. What are we talking? Oh, who are the Usos facing at Crown Jewel? They're facing the Brawling Brutes. When was the last time R-Truth wrestled on NXT? Well, technically, he was involved last night or Wednesday night. Tuesday night. What? We cover that much wrestling. The days are just melding together. And he's also going to have a match next week with Grayson Waller, which will be here live covering. So absolutely, you should check that out since we've got all the lovely R-Truth talk going on. It's going to be like KJ on Raw. He started talking about R-Truth and R-Truth showed up. Larry's saying I'll go with Shinro. I like that name way more than I should for some reason. I think that's this team's new official name. So we've got Legado versus Shinro. Let me know who you're taking. I guess, obviously, with what I've seen before we're going into commercial break, I've got to go with Shinro. They're the baby faces of this whole situation, but Legado did just kind of get called up, did just debut. So maybe we get a no finish, a no contest, and then we just get another match where we start getting a couple singles matches. But we are back live, folks, from commercial. And we've got the Adonis versus blanket on man's name from Legado. But we are kicking off right now with a collar and elbow tie-up. So I guess all of that before the match hadn't officially kicked off. So now we've got everything under control. It took the whole commercial break to get everything under control. But we are kicking off right now with a 6-man tag match. LDF for the win. When do you see Carmelo Hayes getting called up to the main roster? I think it should have been happened. I've been a big fan of Carmelo for the longest time. I think he's been the biggest star in NXT, whether over Braun Breaker. I think he's the bigger star compared to Braun Breaker easily. He made the North American title relevant 100%. So I'm just waiting for the moment that they decide to pull the trigger. I could instantly see him being involved in a mid-card title picture. I think we even might have talked about on the podcast of if you put him with MVP, like basically just redo the Hurt Business, but with Carmelo instead of Bobby. And it still works perfectly. I know we're kind of retooling factions, but I think it works fantastic. And it's a good way to introduce him to the main roster. Mike says, no contest. Yes, I think that's what we could be getting here.
Boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, shit. Big splash. Welcome back, folks. Or welcome back, KJ.
Right. This man welcoming himself back, folks.
Right.
Talk that talk, KJ.
I don't know about AJ coming out in the big ski mask. I think he looks ridiculous with a bright white mask.
I dig it.
No.
Goon Squad, man. Well, what do you think of the name of Shinro?
Shinro. What else would you call him? Right? Call him what? Oh.
Yeah, I don't think you can come up with anything else. So
right. Hitamura?
Who was it? Credit to Larry for that one, because I 100% that's their new name. But who you taking for this match?
Think this could set up Shin versus
Legado? Escobar, sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's interesting because you have Hit Row, who's supposed to be baby faces, versus Legado, who just returned, debuted, all of that. So,
are we getting Sami Zayn versus the Usos? One of the Usos tonight? I don't think we're getting anything tonight. I'm not sure.
Well, we might be not be getting it. CJ might be getting it for next week's SmackDown before they fly over to Saudi Arabia. So we'll trust me. This is why you want to tune in, folks, because like I said, we got people live there. We got all the scoops. We even interviewed a man named Scoop.
Not yet. Scoop is coming.
Not yet.
You guys do not want to miss the interview we're going to do with Scoop.
Right. We got all the scoops going on here. So we could be giving you, updates on what happened on, next week's SmackDown, allegedly, supposedly, potentially, maybe, before it even airs. Why?
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, you can. I'll see you soon.
I
didn't even look. This is funny as hell. Ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling along right now. AJ doing, double trash compactor with both members. Oh, shit. Escobar kicked him in the face. And the action continues. Nakamura trying to get back up under the apron. But right now, Escobar's got a handle on Big AJ. I don't know about AJ. I'm not sure he's my favorite in-ring performer as of yet. It's a tough sell. But, folks, it is a Friday night. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow night. AJ, up to the top. Oh, shit. with a downtown 3 is what he called it. Boom, boom. And Larry says, thanks, Nick. Nick says, you're welcome. I called it. There you go. Shinsuke with the 1, 2, 3. So Legado goes under. I don't like it. I don't like it. What do you guys think of that outcome? No, I mean, they didn't pin Escobar. Zelina's not happy. Now we got Paul and Roman in the back. TNT title match, Wardlow versus Matt Taven. Victor, was that announced? Or is that a hope? And folks, if you're tuning in right now, keep the chat going. Keep it coming. Let us know what's on your mind. Oh, right now they're showing Roman some Logan Paul videos. Training videos. Oh. Oh. Paul trying to sell up this match. Yes. Nice. Interesting. I mean, Matt Taven just debuted on AEW as part of a tag team. I'd like to see them have a couple tag team matches. Just me. Maybe I'm being picky. Maybe, I don't know, I'm overcritical. But you just got Taven in the fold. OGK comes back. And you got Maria, you got Mike. Why not just have a tag match with them and show people why you signed them opposed to this? There you go. Wise man. Oh, Paul says, Roman says it's only Paul's third match, and Heyman says, well, Brock won the UFC title in his third. Uh-oh. Paul is unbelievable. I can't wait to see 2.0 versus Claudio, Wheeler, Yuta tonight on Rampage. Wheeler Yuta is doing double duty tonight. All right. We'll see, Damian. We'll see. Shitty booking. All right, folks. We are back in a commercial break. We got about half an hour left in SmackDown. And as some of the chat has mentioned, we do continue at the top of the hour. We hit Rampage. Tonight's Rampage, I do believe, is live. So we're looking forward to getting into that. Myself, Big Nick, big shout out to CJ, big shout out to Ashley Rose. CJ, we hope you're enjoying the show. CJ is live and in person in St. Louis right now watching SmackDown. So big shout out to him. Like I said, big shout out to Ashley and everyone out there. I hope you guys are ready for a phenomenal weekend. I mean, in my neck of the woods, the weather's still nice. It's crazy as we get late in the year. So knock on wood that we keep that up. But, folks, we are back tomorrow night. We are doing House of Glory. We got the Briscoes versus Aussie Open. The Charles Mason versus Low Key. We got lots going on. We got lots of action. And we don't miss a minute. So tune in tomorrow night. Tell all your friends. Show up. The Saturday night streams are always crazy, always fun, always wild. And, of course, any night we get the Briscoes, going to be a good night. Wheeler Yuta is wrestling in New Japan. Oh, that's right. Yeah, but isn't that taped, Damian? I'm pretty sure I already know the result of that. He's not live. But let me know, folks, and if you guys are out there right now, let me know how you feel about SmackDown. You don't have to give me a rating or anything, but are you enjoying the show? And did you enjoy what just happened? Like, did anyone care much about Shinsuke joining up with Hit Row. Hit Row gets a win. Fans aren't really feeling Hit Row. I'm not really feeling Hit Row. How do you guys feel about Hit Row? Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to come back out of commercial break, and my buddy Nick will be back here shortly, and we will take you right to the main event. Apparently, we're doing what we did previous weeks, where they're going to tease Bray all night long. We set it up for the main event. Bray speaks to his demons, which, I mean, I'm sure many of us do that on a nightly basis anyway. So Bray going to stand in that ring and let us know what's up and see where this story is going to go now. Another question for the fans tuning in. Do you guys feel like the Bray Wyatt story has to keep the momentum? It can't take its foot off the gas and be too slow and methodical here, that, fans are going to want a little bit more, a little more understanding of what the intention is, at least, or some type of direction, who he might take on first, where he might focus this, these actions that, he's sorry for in advance. I'm curious, but I mean, are you worried that it's going to get a little too monotonous? Right now, we're out of commercial, waiting for the next match to kick. Without Swerve, Hit Row sucks. It's true, Mike. It's true. It's damn true. Emma should have faced Dana Brooke, not Ronda. LA Knight. So good to have you back, sir. And it's heel LA Knight. Perfect. I know we already got to see the Maximum Male models earlier tonight in a losing fashion. And it is amazing to see LA Knight. Oh, wow. Let's go. Nick's favorite Irish wrestler, Rick O'Shea, has cut into the backstage interview with LA Knight. So I'm good with this. Ricochet, LA Knight. I like it. Let's go. I think we'll get a good match. Bray should speed things up a little bit. I agree, Victor. I agree. We got the emotional speech. We got the creepy foreshadowing last week. Now we need a little bit more. Do you have other members? Give us a tease. Give us a feel for, okay, shit, there is a couple other people with them. Or no, it's not. But this is going to be some type of Bray versus Bray. And I don't know how they're going to play it out. But right now, one of the best entrances in all of wrestling is on the screen. Karrion Kross coming out. Scarlet waiting for him. Black and white has become the color. There we go. Did he call her Evil Scarlet? Evil Scarlet, Michael Cole says. Hit Row, lower mid card. All right, so we got Kross coming up to the ring. This entrance is unbelievable. Excuse me, folks. And pray. The Irish lads taking over. I'm good with LA Knight and Rick O'Shea. There we go. What an entrance. What an entrance. Yes, Dale or Damien. Nick. Dale agreeing with Nick. Will it be Fall and Bray? Dun, dun, dun. Speaking of Madcap Moss, fresh off watching his girlfriend lose, here he comes. 6'3", 245 pounds, 2022 Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner, coming out to take on Carey and Cross. Am I crazy? But when did they start putting the stairs in the middle? Is that just for Moss? The answer to that question, DeMarcus, is who cares? Woo! Center to dark. Got Cross for the win. Yeah, I got Cross too, Dale. I'm with you on that one for sure. Madcap getting thrown to the meat grinder. Pause. Yes. Madcap in trouble tonight. Tenille was on SmackDown. Alexander, Tenille was on SmackDown. Emma, you might recall. And cheers, folks. I hope you're doing whatever it takes to put a smile on your face tonight. I hope you're enjoying the wrestling, enjoying the stream, and we appreciate you being here. If you haven't made a prediction yet between Karrion Kross and Madcap, get it in, get it in, get it in. And Scarlett at ringside. The evil Scarlett. Kross for the win. Who in the Rudy Blue Hell is Rick O'Shea? Victor. Think about it. I'm looking forward to Rick O'Shea going up against our buddy. Kross for the win. LA Knight. No, and I agree with Dell completely. A heel LA Knight is excellent. He's a great promo. He's a veteran. He can work. He's one of the guys. He reminds me of Dax, and I know Nick and I have kind of made the comparable to like The Rock, but not in that iconic sense, but in just the fact of when LA Knight walks through the curtain, when Eli Drake walks through the curtain, everything he does matters. The way he moves, his facial, he takes his time. Every little detail that he does in that ring, the pauses, the way he speaks, how he delivers his words, it all matters. And I appreciate that. When Vince turned him into Max Dupuis, a lot of us fans were really disappointed. And to see him get it back and then them being smart enough to go, the fans are going to cheer about you being LA Knight, but you're going to tell them to shove it, and we're going to keep you heel. That's his niche. That's his pocket. That's where he's comfortable, and that's where he's at his best. So I'm extremely happy to see it. I really hope he gets a chance. And him versus Ricochet is going to be a good little program if they run it. And I think LA Knight will go over Ricochet. Or Rick O'Shea, my bad. It doesn't matter who he is. There you go. I'm back in commercial break, by the way, folks. So I will remind everybody, at the top of the hour, we will run the 1 hour live Rampage tonight. A pretty good card, pretty good lineup. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll stay. It's a Friday night. We might not go home after that. We might take a peek at some other things. You never know, but like I keep saying, I hope everyone's out there is having a phenomenal week. You just put Monday to Friday in the books. The weekend's here. I hope you guys are ready for a phenomenal weekend. I hope you join us tomorrow night for House of Glory Exodus. It's going to be a good one. I like the card. And as of right now, we are not slated for Sunday. We will be all the way through Monday. The go-home shows for Crown Jewel. We'll see what Dynamite has in store. It's pretty stacked up. NXT's been crazy and interesting as of late. We'll see what we get from that. And then we'll be back for the podcast and another doubleheader. I think next Friday may be a triple header. If it's not next Friday, it will be the Friday after. But get your predictions in for this match right now. Thank you for watching. And Moxley versus Daddy Magic, Matt Menard. So he's going up against Coke, AEW World Title Eliminator match. Yeah, it's kind of stupid to call it that. It could have just been a one-on-one match. Nick, hi, welcome back.
Hi, yes, I'm back for a conversation with the congregation. But yeah, no, that's a terrible match to me. And I kind of Daddy Magic, Coke is growing on me a little bit of just the man's chewing the world's greatest gum.
It really is.
But the whole title eliminator thing is just weird to me. Just call it a number one contenders match. Why do you have to beat the champion to then face the champion? It's just redundant booking. But
it could just be a straight up match, right? Because none of us believe that Daddy Magic deserves a title shot, even if he was like, he's not even worthy of an eliminator title match, right?
even
So,
if we're already here, does anyone think that he's going to win that match?
no, why would he?
Outside of Jericho, jackass,
Yeah.
interference.
So just say Moxley versus Daddy Magic tonight. The world champ
Well,
will be in action. That's all you need to do. You don't need to give it any type of twist.
and just, as Cross goes for the cover for a 2 count, Cross is just destroying Madcap. But even then, like we talked about, or I think we wanted to talk about, we may have hinted on it a little bit on the Rumble, is it better or worse that Moxley's on every show defending the title in a match, in a segment, all of that? Like, or do you want to, like, should they go the Roman Reigns route of it's a special appearance when he shows up? It's an attraction.
Well, who's a more interesting champion right now? Who?
That's not
right.
debatable.
It's almost unfair, right? Like, I mean, so the point is, you can make your champion relevant and look like a king, by the way you book for him, by the way you write for him, the way you direct his character. Now, people will say, "Well, Moxie's a fighting champion," and he is, but it's a lot of who gives a shit matches at the end of the day. There's a reason why it generally wasn't a thing. Like, you didn't tune in back in Nitro and see Hogan in a match every night. You didn't see, go back even further. You didn't see Ric Flair in matches every night. It was, he got his bookings. They build those big shows because it was a spectacle.
Right. 2 count by Cross on Madcap. But to your point, and it's for any sports fans out there or anything like that, of if you saw your favorite team constantly just going against opponents that they know that they're going to beat, that it's not even worth tuning in for because the end result before you even tune in,
right.
And you constantly have that happen, you start to just kind of get burnt out on them. So then why do I turn in for the big matches, the big, fights, the big, games, all of that, when I've just seen you go toe to toe for 10 weeks against nobodies? It's the law of diminishing returns.
That it is a little bit, and you start getting in the mindset of as a fan where you're like, "Oh shit, I got to tune in that Friday to see this." But then when you see, okay, Moxley's going to fight Magic, we saw him fight this Wednesday. He's probably going to fight next Wednesday, so I can miss this one. Who cares? You know what? I'll get the next one.
Right. They've already advertised the match for Full Gear, so are we really going to get
Mac Daddy versus
Daddy Magic versus MJF for the AEW World Title? Is that where we're going to end up at Full Gear? No. So then why the fuck do I care?
Right. So to me, to your point, and again, every time you put your guys in the ring, it adds to their bump count, right? More bumps. You want to try to avoid that with your top guys. You want to stretch out their longevity. And I mean, Moxley doesn't exactly make it easy on himself.
Well, everybody talks about years and obviously age, performance, all of that. Like I said earlier, I mentioned Tom Brady. You're seeing that now with him being 45 years old and all of that. But wrestlers also, especially ones that are on TV and everything, have TV years. It's almost like cats years, dogs years with them. For every match that they have now, that's taken X amount of time, that they need to be off TV. So it's that old adage of how can I miss you if you never go away?
Right. I hate the stupid eliminator matches. Yeah, they're fucking dumb. I hate them. Both companies do them. I don't like it.
Oh, spear by Moss in the corner on Rush. Yeah, I'm surprised that Madcap's getting this much offense in.
Yeah, actually,
just like squash and we're done here.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised this match is as quality as it is.
And it's no disrespect to Madcap.
Whoa,
because I think he's a talented performer. Just call him Moss and just get rid of the stupid, catchphrase bullshit.
Yeah,
funny for me to say. But I still think that Cross is one of your top guys right now.
Yeah,
you doing a mandible claw?
You're slightly ahead of me, so I'll tell you in a second.
He just whipped him to the mat by his goddamn face. Either way. Oh, you heard that in the nosebleeds.
Yeah, kind of like a mandible claw.
Didn't he basically hit his version of the ox cutter? Or not the ox cutter, the Stormbreaker from Ospreay.
Say that again. Sorry, I was.
That big elbow to the back of the neck and everything. That's
Yeah.
pretty much Stormbreaker from Ospreay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love it as a finisher. I mean, it's oh shit, yeah, that would kill a dude. But I don't love it. I think
sorry.
I'd rather him
shit.
people out. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, no, he's choking Madcap out right now and cutting a promo to Drew while he's doing it. Sorry.
No, absolutely, and I mean that's what I want. I'd rather him choke someone out than do the elbow. I don't know.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. It works better. It's visually, it's more effective. All of that of being a sadistic son of a bitch.
You're killing
right,
him.
Stop. He's already dead. But I guess at least with Ospreay, I really like that Stormbreaker finisher. It looks vicious as hell. And like I said, you can hear that in the goddamn nosebleeds.
If Karrion did it more of a slide through like the way Ospreay does it, I think I'd be a little. It looks a little clunky, and again, to me, with all those big moves, I mean, and then all of a sudden you would like. I get it; it looks pretty devastating, but yeah, he's such a badass. I think he just needs something like where everybody kind of goes, "Oh shit!" when he hits it, right? Or a good choke like this.
Oh, yeah, he needs something that just. It's like when Roman hits the guillotine of he sucks the life out of you. Pause. Yeah. So that it's something like that to, like I said, to where he looks like just this vindictive asshole of, the guy's already out and I'm still not letting go of the hold. I'm going to sit here and cut a whole promo while I'm doing it. If he ended the match that way versus he knocks him out, gets the 1, 2, 3, and then we set up for that.
Right.
Little things, folks. Little things.
It's the little things. So Bray Wyatt is coming up next. Thank you, Victor. And we're going to find out what this means. Now, again, they saved Bray Wyatt for the main event. They gave him the milk treatment and put him in the back of the store.
I love that you know that.
That's what I do.
We already got Bray backstage right now. We've got the music playing, all of that. I apologize if I'm loud, but goddamn it, I want to hear it.
Oh, they're not.
Are we going to commercial and then come back to? Oh, yep. What
do you think of this fucking piano and?
Unless Little Red Riding Hood right now, an ad for Amazon is tied into Bray Wyatt. We've gone to commercial. So I honestly got halfway thrown off because it was Little Red Riding Hood. I was like, this could be some Bray shit.
Right? Oh, it's still going. No, what do you think now? Like, you've seen the last couple weeks and you see Bray right now. Is there any validity to that promo when he returned being more of a work than a feel, or was it just a real nice blend and they go together and it could be that vulnerable, but at the same time it plays into the story? And that was what makes it. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point.
Oh, no, you're good. I'll give this answer on it because to me, as we're in commercial, so I'll turn that down.
Yes.
But to me, that's part of what makes Bray Wyatt so special. I know I've seen people be critical of his in-ring work, this, that, or whatever. He hasn't gone over the biggest matches, this, that, or whatever. But the fact that that's still a debatable, because to me, in my heart of hearts, I want to believe that was 100% shoot. 100%. But at the same time, knowing Bray, that could very much just be the mask slip for a little bit, and that's Wyndham Rotunda coming out instead of Bray Wyatt. That's what they're keeping, closed in, with this whole circle and all of that.
Sorry, Victor, we can't do it.
So,
yeah, no, I agree, Nick. Like, there's that. But I think it was an opportunity for him to be 100% genuinely himself. But it's now kind of to your theory more than my theory, which is this is what we do. Me and you, we pull each other along.
This is why we're good tag team partners,
right? You pull me one. Oh wait, pause. Never mind.
All right, pause.
But yeah, no. Anyway, folks. Yeah, no. I mean, for me, I think it just played really well, and because it was genuinely him, but it's still a part of where we're going with this, because you still see this fragile, kind of timid, trepidatious Bray Wyatt, which is surprising. So we'll see where he's taken this character, and the fact that it is the main event, I mean, I appreciate it.
Well, see, I don't know, because The first promo was the trepidatious, the hesitant. That was
The last one
Wyndham
was
Rotunda
Mofito.
coming out. The last one, to where I'm going to do some terrible things and I'm not going to feel bad about anything.
Yeah.
That's not trepidatious. That's not hesitant.
Fair
That's
enough,
not
fair
timid.
enough.
Yeah, that almost felt like dead behind the eyes, Michael Myers type.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
So
fair enough.
it's going to be interesting. I think tonight's really, I guess, going to solidify one way or the other of if it's a faction or not. If he's facing his demons and we don't see something besides Bray show up or come out or do something, then it's Bray versus Bray.
Right.
But if we get, all the Firefly Funhouse puppets come to life like we got at Extreme Rules, then it might be interesting.
Yeah, what if it's him versus the puppets? We had it backwards.
So on one show we have Scissor Me Daddy Ass, pause, and the other show, the main event is a man versus puppets. What?
Well, the puppets come to life. Like maybe it is still Vincent and Uncle Howdy and all these characters, but we think it's Bray. The Wyatt Six is Bray with these people, but he's fighting his demons, but they personify them. Now
fair enough. I get where you're going there. I think I've intaked enough vitamins to be at that same level. But it's going to be interesting. That's the thing is, I still keep saying with this of every time we think we've got something figured out or we're okay, we've got what's going on here. We're starting to catch on now. They change it and go in a complete different direction.
Yeah. And that's the neatest thing about this is even the best of theories or when it looks real obvious, well, this is clearly what it means. And we've seen ourselves and a lot of our counterparts on YouTube and on social media go, oh, well, it's definitely this. And then 2 weeks later, like, oops, nope.
Who said that? I never said that.
What I love is the guys who are like, I called this from the beginning. I'm like,
right. Where are the receipts, motherfucker? Sir, if you'd like to return this, I need the receipts.
Quick question. 8 days away. Yourself, Nick, and everybody tuning in right now, you can give me a yay or a nay on are you excited for Crown Jewel 8 days out?
Yes.
Oh.
I am. What I'm not excited for is seeing Rey Mysterio get his chest caved in by Gunther, which is what I'm about to see.
Wait, isn't that match isn't tonight? No.
No.
Oh,
I thought it would be tonight, but just not on this episode of SmackDown.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, because next week we're getting a no disqualification match between Liv Morgan and Sonya Deville. And for those following along, we did have Imperium, hem up, Rey Mysterio, so Gunther could show up, tear his shirt off, and slap him across the chest like Andre did Hogan.
Take Sonya Deville, align her with Shayna, align her with Ronda. She's a better mouthpiece than both the other ladies I've mentioned. And again, that starts to become formidable. And I think it's good. And you need to listen. Ronda can be a benevolent champion and stand behind two ladies that can talk a little better than she can. And we can get them in matches.
I've got piano. Just one piano note. So it's either Kanye or Bray. What?
This is a Kanye-free zone, sir.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Fuck Kanye. But we've got the door like we got again in Extreme Rules. Sorry. Everything you were saying was fantastic, sir, but I had to. I've seen some people say like, "Oh, the music takes away."
CJ! Where's our buddy CJ?
Just losing his damn mind in the crowd. I want to see a live, like a GoPro cam of CJ right now.
Hey, Mr. Photographer, better get some snaps.
Right. Better get that exclusive footage. But
like this is the main event, and none of us are disappointed that this is the main event. And I know some of the people out there, this is shit and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Listen, it's not for everybody.
I see you, Jim Cornette, Brian Last. But
fuck, you know what? I give Jim credit. Jim was very much as of recent, giving Bray a little credit on the promo. And Brian
Last, it's kind of hard to ignore it. Oh! He's here.
Dude, that mute, like the beginning of this, and then it picks up and bleeds into the song.
I've been checking almost daily to see when they're gonna release that like song, just so I can download it and just listen to it on full blast. But so Bray is here coming out with the lantern, just like he did at Extreme Rules. We've got the Fireflies just out in full force, and I like that this is a new iteration of Bray. It's not cult leader Bray fully. It's
it had to be
Bray. This is, I don't know if you want to call it Bray Wyatt or if you want to call it Wyndham or what.
Well, Nick, we talked about it many times where we really did feel like Bray being Bray, he was not going to come back as something we knew. There might be elements of shit we knew, but we just know him too well as fans of Bray that he was going to evolve. He was going to change the narrative. He was going to continue the story. And it feels like he's put a lot of fucking thought into all of this. And with the compliments of, the WWE, and we talked about it, being able to do it at a high production level, it's killing. He's fucking killing.
This is 2022 Undertaker, and I'm going to go to that's a hill I will die on, that this is 2022 Undertaker.
But it's the loudest the crowd has been.
Well, it's how he, like you were even saying, how he comes back always with a different gimmick, different, kind of, tweak to what's going on and everything. Sorry. That it's very much like that of no matter what he does, you're hooked into it, full bore. He doesn't need a title, but you still hang on everything this man says. This man can get any sort of spooky shit over. The rocking chair is coming back.
Follow the buzzer.
Saying I can really get used to that pop.
Larry.
Here.
Larry. That's funny. Maybe.
The crowd again chanting, "Welcome back." Like he just debuted.
But see, he's still in this, like, watch this promo. I could get used to this. Like, it's crazy. Woo! Let's go.
I'm invulnerable. And I liked, again, like he's got even the Twitter pictures that he shared, on his coat and everything. It's all been tied in.
See, he's in character, bro. This
right now it's just me and you. Yeah, this is him. This is Bray Wyatt. This isn't.
Yeah. This is a different animal, bro.
It's fantastic though of him talking like this, just everything with his cadence naturally. Like I know I at least try and emulate this type of stuff at times to look up to stuff like this of doing what we do and everything. But his timing, his cadence, the way he gets everybody hooking on every single word he said, every line. This is a masterclass in cutting a promo.
Oh, absolutely. And it's conviction.
I am proud to be here today, and I'm going to do some spectacular things while I'm here today. This is so good.
Dude, my foot is tapping under the desk. Like, it's just...
Oh, I'm fidgeting. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm Ricky Bobby over here. Like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Folks, I'm just saying words to try and not get us, with having too much audio playing. And just to kind of break up the silence a little bit. But yeah, this is just...
Here he goes, getting into the spooky shit again.
What?
I don't feel anything at all.
I think that's part of what makes me me, right? To get where I've gotten, I've had to do some really horrible things.
It's so interesting. It's so dark. It's Now, is it my imagination? Oh no, we started slightly early, so there's still a couple minutes left on the clock here.
Right? Does it run over? Does it run over?
Maybe,
Oh, the
depending on
lights are out. The lights are out. Oh, video, QR code. Oh, the mask is coming down. Who the fuck is that?
Oh, we got somebody.
We got a bunch of prosthetics in it. Who in the Rudy Blue hell?
Then we got the Owls. Who am I? I'm just the ghost of the man who sold the world. That's somebody in a mask.
It's all sorts of prosthetics and everything. I still think this could be Bray and a bunch of fucking prosthetics and shit.
It's Bo Dallas, man.
Well, stunt doubles don't get main actor gigs, but we'll see. This is insane.
What are we watching?
An acid trip.
Yeah, man. Dave's not here, man.
Right. You've been parked this whole time, man. That's how we go off the air. What? What the Who? What? Oh, what?
It's fucking it's Wyndham. Like the original Wyndham, his uncle.
Jack Black Mulligan? What?
No, that's his dad, no?
No, his dad's IRS.
No, that's his dad's dad. I mean, isn't it's fuck. What's his face?
We're having to reach a lot here, I guess. And
no, I mean, so we go off now. Is that what do we say about? Like, I'm stumbling.
I don't know how to make heads or tails of that, honestly. Being respectfully honest, it was good. I'm gonna have to very much go back and rewatch this when we're not on air and everything like that to make heads or tails of that. But that was interesting for sure. We'll wait and see is best I can give it.
Wait and see. Yeah, we'll talk more about it, folks. Get your ratings for SmackDown in out of 10. What did you think of the SmackDown show? We are going to quickly flip over to Rampage. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We got Rampage coming up. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are back. We are live. We are still rolling on a quick flip, a quick change, a quick makeover. And we are tuning into Rampage. But Rampage starts to kick off. Let us know in the chat, what did you think of SmackDown? 8 shrooms out of 10. I like it, Larry.
Sharing is caring, my bud.
Facts.
But we've got Moxley starting off right now with Rampage, and just because I'm a glutton for punishment, I do also have Level Up right now on the other stream.
You're not allowed to give any insight to what's happening on Level Up.
Fine, fair enough.
Unless something, you cannot break into the AEW coverage unless something interesting.
Unless something groundbreaking. Unless
right, like
Uncle Howdy shows up in NXT.
Yeah, right. No, that's funny as hell. What's going on, Alexander? Good to see you. It's the creature from Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers. Where'd you get all those puppets?
I mean, we could put Rumble on 44th Street on. It's already been out. But
oh, Lordy. But no, we've got... No, I'm focusing on... Right now, we've got Moxley and Daddy Magic.
Daddy Magic.
Whoa, now. But yeah, so Coke of Jericho Appreciation Society. Daddy Magic is taking on John Moxley in a title eliminator
match.
Right. What?
How do you feel like they're progressing the story, though? Do you want a little bit more at this point? Are we kind of tiptoeing a little too slow now?
No, I think we're going in a weird route. Like once I saw Homeboy and all the prosthetics and everything, I'm like, all right, you might be losing me a little.
I have a theory, and hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck do I got on?
I don't know. What do you got on?
I was supposed to have Rampage, but apparently I got Crocodile Dundee.
So what you have on is AEW Dark. But no, we've got Keith Lee in action tonight, by the way.
Wow.
But I've got Daddy Magic and Moxley right now on the outside going back and forth.
Okay. What else are we saying? What is the main event? We got that.
Oh, we're behind a little bit.
Oh, wow. Let's get down there. 8 out of 10 I saw. A-Town says 8. Dale says 8. What's up, Nathan? Thomas is 7. I'm kind of in the Thomas ball, but no, the beginning killed me. I really like the ending, but I kind of want more. And maybe that's...
No, go with your theory about the prosthetics there.
Oh, shit. My theory about the prosthetic. Man, vitamins get you all over the place.
Right. Why?
The thing about the prosthetic for me is I think if it was like a Vincent or a Dutch or somebody like that, like a peripheral wrestling person that they were coming in, there wouldn't be as much of a prosthetic as a cover-up.
Mm-hmm.
For me, if with that much of a cover-up, it's somebody we've seen before. Rowan, Bo Dallas,
Bray
Wyatt himself, which is even, what the fuck? How do we have that match, bro?
Firefly Funhouse match. I don't know. I at this point, like I said, it's starting to jump the shark of I was all fine. If you wanted to just keep Uncle Howdy, this is gonna sound weird as shit to say, but keep Uncle Howdy as just a puppet in the Firefly Funhouse. You do something with that. Now that it's a physical human being and everything, it's a manifested itself like all the puppets from the Firefly did at Extreme Rules. It's getting weird. We're getting into Jason X, Jason Takes Manhattan territory versus, Friday the 13th, the first couple movies.
Oh. Picture in picture. Diet Coke giving Moxley shit on the way into picture in picture, by the way.
So what do you want to give SmackDown then?
Seven and a half.
I'm dead on with you. That's literally where I was going with this. Dead on. Great minds think
alike. I don't feel like it was an 8. I feel like 8's just a little too high. But 7 just doesn't. It's around that. Like if I had to pick, if I had to round, I'd be closer to the 7 than the 8. But 7.5. I know
Ray's got me worried, and I know I probably have to go back and rewatch everything because I was trying to talk.
I'm curious about that QR code though.
Fair point to that. But yeah, I'm still now's where you're starting to get me on shaky footing when it comes to the whole Bray Wyatt thing.
Well, this is where we'll find out if they can pull the reins in and make it make sense. Like I said, we're not just going to watch Bray for the next 4 or 5 months come out and talk to the screen,
right.
There's going to be some type of development. And again, okay, we're building the story, but if you're going to do it in little clips at a time, it's going to get a little, okay, enough, dude. Get to the point. You need a longer chunk. You need a little more to dig into. You need a little more flesh on that bone. It's just the way it is.
So I have from Ryan Satin right now, the QR code during the Bray Wyatt segment on SmackDown led to this, and it's an image of Bray Wyatt with his eyes X'd out, very much like Joe Gacy has had recently. With liar, 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 just 1,000 times, on the screen around him and everything, and over his mouth.
Okay.
So it very much seems like you were saying, of this is a person. This has to be somebody going at Bray.
It's his inner demon personified, or is it just
But
again?
how do you still make that? See, I'm almost of the mindset that you could make him facing his inner demons be him versus like himself way easier than you could it being him versus, say, Bo Dallas, or even heaven
What
forbid
if it
someone
is
like
just a case
Vincent
of
or
like,
Dutch or Rowan.
yeah, I don't know. I don't. It's yeah. I think if it gets again at some point, like the riddles and the clues and everything were fun, and following along was fun, but then you get to the point where if you're trying to be too complex, you're going to lose people.
Right.
People out there, and right, and we already talked. We were talking about Jim and Brian, as far as their critiques of it, and even though Jim was pro
I was
the
gonna say shout out to both of them, by the way. I'm honestly big fans, but gotta take shots and chances when I can. Shoot
no,
your
that's
shot,
it. We call it the way it is, man.
all right.
And listen, Brian's got a little bit of hate on for Bray, and again, I don't have any complaints about Bray in the ring. Let's see what he does now if they let him go. I believe Bray Wyatt is a good wrestler outside of all the spooky shit. Period.
Right.
I don't fault him for bad booking and lack of vision by the people who were making the shots.
Yes. I have Moxley with a superplex for a 2 count and now into an ankle lock. As also, and I guess while the man takes pause for the cause, I'm 100% going to mention Level Up right now, just because it's interesting that they're airing Level Up on Peacock head to head with Rampage. I almost feel like they're kind of on a similar level. I've got Trick Williams on Level Up, and I've got Moxley right now going for a 2 count on Daddy Magic as he misses what he was trying to do of the pull the elbow up of like, oh, see, I'm letting you out of the pin attempt. But folks, so let me know what you think of this whole Uncle Howdy thing. Of does it make sense to you? Are you off the Bray train? Pause. And we've got Thea Hale versus Jakara Jackson coming up next. I'm honestly a big fan of Jakara. I'm waiting to see her actually get on NXT. I think she could, very much make a name for herself. And it's interesting that we've got, not Julia Hart from Chase U going on. But I'm getting to we're getting into that weird territory of very clearly a bunch of prosthetics of now we're getting into how do I suspend my disbelief this much? How do I take this seriously with the Uncle Howdy thing of, and who do you think Uncle Howdy is? I know me and KJ have talked about it. I think it's still going to be, it's Bray versus Bray. He thinks it's going to be someone like Bo, but let me know who you think is going to be. As Daddy Magic taps out right now over on AEW. So not only do you have your world champion fighting every week, and he also, I believe this is live, but normally this would be taped. So you'd have him, main event and then turn around and come right back out for the next match on Rampage. But you have him come out to open the show and job out. Oh, and now we've got Bivens. We've got Bivens as we've got Thea Hale from Chase U coming out. So we've got Bivens and Lee Moriarty challenging Moxley. Please don't give us Moxley versus Moriarty. Just why? Why would you do that to me? Yes, that's what Bivens is exactly saying. Is next week on Dynamite we get Lee Moriarty versus John Moxley. Now, is this all a twist? And don't worry, Larry, I'll get to your comment here in a second. But is this all just a twist that MJF has really been the devil all along, and this has all been, he let the firm beat him up, what have you, all of that. And so now we're cutting to a video package of Lee Moriarty instead of him cutting the promo himself while he's standing there, as I've got Jakara Jackson coming out right now. So if you're following Level Up, you can let me know who you've got for that. If you want to see Lee Moriarty versus John Moxley, please seek help. We can help you find help. But I don't know who out there wants to see this match, why anyone would want to book this match. It's the law of diminishing returns if you do something like Moxley versus Lee Moriarty. But is this MJF all along of controlling the firm and just making it seem like he's playing nice? and playing mind games. I hope not, because it'd be terrible, lazy booking. But how tall is Howdy supposed to be? Red beard, not red. What? Well, it was a bunch of prosthetics, and they were very tight in on that. So it's hard to really tell, size comparison or anything like that on Uncle Howdy. But so we are getting Moxley versus Lee Moriarty. Why? Someone tell me why. You ain't got the answer, Sway. Someone make it make sense. Yes, it is. Why? It's way to diminish your champion is to have him facing Lee Moriarty on Dynamite, on your primetime show, your Monday Night Raw, your main show is going to have your world champion versus Lee Moriarty. And this is the company that makes sense. This is the booker of the year. This is the one that AEW fans still don't see any issue going on with this whole company. It's so blatantly obvious at this point. And we're getting a world title eliminator tournament. Winner receives a world title match at Full Gear. Interesting. As we've already had it announced that MJF is cashing in the chip at Full Gear. Why not just make that your goddamn main event? What is going on with AEW in his world title picture? They're booking 4 storylines at the same time, and none of them make sense. But we are going to get Keith Lee in action as Rampage goes to a commercial. So I will talk about Level Up and try and get some of these comments. See, KJ was given out to me for having Level Up on, but see, it's coming in handy.
Hi.
Yeah, of course. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Right. Speaking of the devil,
I was going to say, speaking of devils. Exclusive.
Look.
What's up, y'all? Can y'all hear me perfectly fine?
Yeah, we can hear you pretty good. I don't know how long before we get pulled down for this, but
so this is the next week's show right here. They're doing the pre-recorded crap right now. They had us pre-record the chants and stuff. We chanted yes, and we booed.
So they're looping the audio right now. They're just
correct.
All right. We got that on record. Right,
it's people here still, but they gotta do what they gotta do. It's so hilarious.
How many people cleared out knowing that they have another SmackDown to sit through?
Oh, it's okay. I wish I could zoom in to show you guys. I can't zoom in, but I mean, it's still packed. Like there was a couple people that left. Remove me.
Remove me.
Oh, what?
That's not it.
I can't help.
Well, folks, if you're just tuning in, that is CJ Brand of the Wrestling for Life Network live at SmackDown. It is still he's still there.
Help me, I can't find it.
Help me, I can't find it. Pause.
There
we go, folks. We are still live. We're still rolling. But that was our boy CJ live from SmackDown. Almost gave away a spoiler. If anybody remove me,
right?
I have a feeling that song's gonna get nabbed, but we'll see. We're gonna have to snip that little part out.
I didn't hear enough of it. I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Right. So big shout out to CJ. Thank you for reporting live. I was gonna ask him how he felt about Bray, but
he had to say proof positive though that we've got 2 SmackDowns back to back going on right now.
That's crazy. Imagine being live. You just got that Bray Wyatt to finish the show. What are you going to get now?
You get Bray again? Like, you get 2 Bray spoilers, and how does that not get out? So Bray can't be on this one then, because how does that not get out?
That's a good point.
I didn't think about it literally until just now, but yeah, how do you do that?
You wouldn't get like a reveal of a character, who they are, on a taped show.
Ooh, that would be weird. Instead of building to full gear, building storyline. Oh, yeah, by the way, while you were on a pause for the cause, did you see that they're doing a title eliminator tournament for a world title shot at Full Gear? First off, I did also see your comment, and I want to get your opinions on Lee Moriarty versus John Moxley for the world title on Dynamite next week and everything. Yeah, this man's got to stretch before he lets all this out.
Oh, you guys ready for this one? Dear Tony, what in the blue hell are you doing with your shows? New CJ shirt. Remove me. Alt T's, get on it. Let's go. But listen, folks, I'm a fan of AEW. I want AEW to do good things. I want AEW to be good. And here we are watching Rampage, and your world champion is going to fight in another spot match that nobody gives a fuck about. Jade looks like $1 million, though, as she does some chin-ups and cuts a promo at the same time. But listen, Tony Khan, you said you were a man that were going to listen to your fans. Well, this channel is full of your fans, and we want more. We want better. We want things that make sense. You're going to do a eliminator tournament, but why? Like, I don't understand. Like, build something with an angle, build something with a storyline, make it more than just, oh, here it is. Here comes Keith Lee. So, folks, if you're just tuning in, let me know. Am I crazy? Am I wrong? Am I just bashing on AEW? But right now, to me, this company has lost the plot. I believe I saw a thing today where Chris Jericho said CM Punk is a cancer. You know what the problem with AEW is? The cancers are the ones that are calling people cancers. The people ruining the shows, the people not drawing numbers, the people not moving the needle, the people not contributing. Yes.
Real quick, as much as I fully agree with you, Sean Ross Sapp has actually come out and discredited that and said that wasn't accurate, that actual quote did not come from Jericho.
Okay, there you go. So, Jericho, my apologies. Nice. Look at this with the save. You got a friend in me. But anyway, okay, but still, the point is this. Punk isn't a cancer. And I wasn't in that locker room. I don't know shit. But all I know is what he put out there on TV was compelling. When he was delivering a promo, it was compelling. When he was scheduled for a match, we wanted to see it. Wow, there goes Serpentico. That was good. My rambling took longer than Keith Lee. Maybe Moriarty is a safe worker. Don't want any injuries. Even Mox is pretty durable. I guess. I think what's happening here is that, by the way, big shout out to Alt Wrestling Tees. Thank you for being here. And like we said earlier, folks, go check out Alt Wrestling Tees. Check out our t-shirts. Check out all the t-shirts that Alt Wrestling Tees provides. The catalog is wonderful. Lots of cool designs. Always coming up with something new. And I always get a pop when he kind of comes up with an idea. We go to kind of send him a message and be like, hey, and he's already on it. And you see him come up with one thing after another, even Team Punk and Team Young Bucks t-shirts. So, but back to my point, I think Lee, this is going to turn into some bullshit where Moxley gets jumped and MJF is going to come out and save him again. Oh, we got the Acclaimed. Oh, I'm sorry, there's no rap tonight. The fans boo. All right, the Acclaimed are coming out upset. Wow, Billy Gunn is missing. KJ, how tall is Howdy supposed to be? Redbeard, not red. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, we don't know. They're very protective of this. We have no idea what's going to happen. Thank you, Damien. And I know I kind of got all over the place with that. But look, the problem with that company is you're siding with the wrong people. If you're trying to build any sports organization, oh, we got Swerve on screen. I guess he kidnapped Scissor Daddy. I like Swerve a lot, guys. All right. So Billy Scissorhands is in trouble. But yeah, the problem is they're booking around the middle level of their card. They're building around people that aren't moving the needle. You got guys like Brian. You got, even Wardlow on an upward trajectory. You got MJF on fire. And you just find a way to dumb it all down. And you don't capitalize. You're not maximizing on your dollars. And now you're going to buy out your biggest draw. You're going to side with. Now, I don't know what the investigation unfolded. Who was doing the investigation? Was it MAGA, who was already there and on the right side of this? Like, as far as Tony's concerned, as far as the Bucks are concerned, will we ever really know what truly happened? Do I honestly think that the Bucks gently chapped on the door and walked in and said, "Hi, Mr. Punk, can we have a word?" And he just punched. So a lot of people have jumped down Punk's throat, but it takes two. And I don't think he's innocent in this. I don't. But at the end of the day, he was your biggest draw. The shows without him aren't the same. And you brought MJF back to fill that void. And now you are dribbling that ball into the out of bounds. And it is not delivering. It was. Okay. Sorry, folks. Back to the action. Swerve is Acclaimed going back to save Scissor Daddy from Swerve. Keith looks perplexed. So this is how they're going to create the riff. Swerve doesn't want to cheat. Swerve doesn't want to be evil, at least in this moment, unless he's just another person who's, we watched Luchasaurus do it. We've watched Sami do it. We watched Danny do it. Tony loves this like two-stepping a swerve, like a switch. .0 is growing on me. It's funny. The Jericho Society has gotten way too big. What happened? Can't be serious with Wyatt in that ridiculous mask. Yeah, King, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of torn here because I want to be a fan of what we're getting from Bray. I want to buy in and go, oh, this is so cool. It's different. It's creepy, but I don't think it exactly makes me as excited as the rest of what we've gotten up to this point. If it's Bray versus Bray in some weird form, or we're going to do some theatrical match where Bray fights some form of himself or fights the Fiend, I don't know. Maybe this will be like like very movie-esque in the sense of, like, we saw the Bray with the eyes cut out with the QR code or X'd out. Maybe it's Bray versus the Fiend. Bray's got to beat the Fiend, and he does. Then he's got to take on one of the other puppets, and he does. I don't know. I honestly don't know. And I'm a little concerned that they might be a little too slow on the trigger with this. Man, I let down big time. This has to be a joke. I don't think it is, but there you go. It's Wyatt in a mask. It's his alter ego. Nick would completely agree with you, King. I don't know, but that's what it seems like, yes. But how do you pull that off? Where does it go? If it's just Bray arguing with Bray, then what are we going to just do this for a few months? Like, where do we take this? By the way, we got Tay and Sami coming to the ring. Tay scheduled for a match. What is the main event of Rampage? I actually don't know off the top of my head, Damien. Give me a moment. So Swerve is, yeah. So Swerve kidnapped Billy Gunn. Here comes Madison Rayne. Looking good. Ready to go. Didn't expect Madison Rayne to be wrestling as much as she is. How many power bombs will Wardlow do tonight? Matt, Taven, KJ, Nick, under over. Let's say the under over is, we'll go 2.5. So I'm going to go over 2.5. I think he hits 3. On Rampage. On Rampage. Man, yeah, got it. That's not Wyatt. Thank you for being here. By the way, welcome to the channel, folks. If you're just getting here, we are covering Rampage. We just finished covering Smackdown. We will be back tomorrow night for House of Glory, the Hog, as you might want to call it. As we go and cover Exodus, we'll be here live, myself, Big Nick, who knows who else. So tune in, like, subscribe, click that little bell. We got lots of action coming your way. We cover wrestling on a completely different level, folks. So we're kicking off. That's the Boogeyman, and he's coming to get you. What do you think? Short motivational videos. It's Wyatt in a mask. It's his alter ego. I don't know. Did you see Uncle Howie's eyes? Yeah, I kind of felt like it was someone else. Now, I could be wrong. I'm kind of hoping it's not Bray versus Bray like that. If Bray's on the screen arguing with Bray, I think you lose me a little if that's where we go with this, and I don't want that. Not Boogeyman. No, I don't think it's the Boogeyman. Look at his eyes. Not Boogeyman. The Boogeyman is making a return. No, he's not. It's cinematic storytelling in a post-Thunderdome era. Yeah. I don't disagree with that, Nick. I don't know. I don't know if the payoff for this, or at least initially, is some type of cinematic match at Survivor Series where Bray fights Bray. I don't know, bro. I don't know. KJ, I think it's going to be Bray versus Uncle Howie. I think there's more to it. I think he's going to have to take time to get to Howdy.
Howie what? Howie Mandel? Why? Yes. I'm the gimmick man, and I'm coming to get you.
Right?
But I still, and I know you just got to my comment there and everything. I do think it's cinematic Bray in a non-cinematic era anymore. You can't do the cinematic matches with a live audience. And that whole Uncle Howdy thing, like I said, it was one thing if you still keep it shadows, dark, spooky, mysterious. You've got it maybe looks like a puppet or whatever, but that was so fake, so prosthetic, so over the top.
Yeah.
It gets a little clownish.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't hate the video. I thought the video was creepy. But I'm concerned, like you said, if this is somebody, let's say the story is somebody followed Bray, and that's why, like, Bray came back on his redemption tour and he said all these nice things, and now this person is saying it's lies. Could it be something like a jealous younger brother? Does that make the angle make sense? Maybe what if it's that? What if it's, but I don't want the payoff to this being some type of Bray versus Bray face-off. You need to get him in that ring.
Is Eric Redbeard Uncle Howdy? If we're gonna get, he lied. You sold me a bag of goods, Bray. You said we'd be running WWE. I'd always have a job there. And now look at me. I don't have a job anywhere, Bray. Thanks to you. Right. What if we go that route with it?
Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. And I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm kind of at a loss. And that's why I'm a little concerned where people kind of, when you lose track of the breadcrumbs, you kind of put your hands up and go, oh, now what?
Right.
So, I mean, again, I think I'm a little biased because I am such a Bray fan. I'm a Mark. This
man been holding out since Edge.
Maybe that fucking Uncle Howdy is Edge.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's Christian.
Oh, fuck no. But
it was Vince all along.
That's who Uncle Howdy should be, is Vince.
No. Uncle Howdy needs a restraining order then.
Yeah, now we're getting the quotes again. We're getting the man who sold the world again. It's really interesting, Nick.
Big
That
David Bowie fan, big Nirvana fan.
right? It was funny. You're like, oh, it's
Yeah, I showed my age there, and somebody instantly corrected me.
whatever. Someone's like,
I
oh, David
took a
Bowie.
shot,
I'm like,
not sent back down.
but listen, I don't care. I think at this point in history, more people remember Nirvana doing it. Sorry.
Right. Sorry, Bowie.
Sorry, Bowie. We love you.
Right. T's and P's.
The boogeyman was on the bump. That's just a rumor.
Boogeyman did a bump? What?
A boogie bump.
Whoa.
How many bombs, Wardlow? Yeah, we got that one.
Oh,
what do you think?
I saw that. So you said 2.5, and that's I'll take the over with you as well. I think we'll probably get like 4.
That makes sense. Boogeyman. But what's the point of signing Matt Taven, introducing him like we're gonna kick ass, and then letting him take 4 power bombs?
Well, we've already got a stacked roster. We've already got Tony saying, I don't know how to get everyone on TV. We've got the EVPs coming back and everything. But hey, we're going to sign Bandito and Juice Robinson. We're going to make sure that, we have more talent, more top guys on the books.
Yeah, but instead of having this fucking match, why not tonight, Taven and fucking Bennett versus fucking Dark
Have them versus Wardlow.
Yeah. Oh,
and
not Wardlow.
Maria helps them cheat to win.
No. Yeah, but that's not bad. At least they
get
go
them over. I didn't say I like it.
We're going to go with this. Like, I have a feeling that you can almost take the under on the power bombs because it might get broken up and 2-1-1 and
right.
Well, out to help.
So who are you taking for this match, though? Just to switch gears here, Tay or Madison? Well, to me, I mentioned it while I was on my little pause there. To me, it's interesting how Madison Rayne is a coach, allegedly, supposedly, and has had still so many matches and everything. It's almost like when you have your EVPs as title holders and everything.
It's probably because he cut a deal with the Impact. Like, listen, we're going to take Madison Rayne off your hands, but we're going to bring her in as a coach. And then when they got her there, they were like, okay, you're going to be a wrestling coach. Fuck them.
So you're going to wrestle a lot. But it's interesting because we had Tenille Dashwood, Emma, return on WWE from Impact, and she gets jobbed out. See, you even got to my comment right there. But yeah, she just turns around and gets jobbed out to Ronda. Meanwhile, this is what Madison Rayne's 3rd, 4th, 5th match, since she's signed with AEW as a coach. Didn't sign as a performer.
True. Over contacts.
Speed dial. I don't know. What are we talking about? What?
I don't know. Yes, he was in the WWE, the bump. Okay, all right.
I just read he was in the Tiwi. What? He was on my Tiwi.
Right. That's a loaded question, JV. What do I think about what specifically?
KJ, what you think? What? Right.
Think
about
TK should have
follow-up question about.
All right. So why did the boogeyman say in a message, "I'm your daddy"? He's just fucking around.
What the fuck did the boogeyman say? Apparently, the boogeyman's gotten more over than Roman Reigns apparently tonight.
Right.
I get it. Spooky season. It's Halloween, all of that. But that's the only time Boogeyman's going to show up. It's a little bit like Sonny Kiss only shows up during June, allegedly, supposedly, maybe. Whatever. Sorry.
We'll just have to wait and see. I agree, Short. Andrade, Cardona, Myers, Morrison, Flair, Green, Valkyrie.
Who's your what? People that are going to go to WWE. Like Cardona, no. Andrade, yes. Myers, no.
Aldis,
Morrison,
James.
maybe. Yeah. Why?
Or is it Bo Dallas? See, now Short's thinking like I'm thinking. It's an interesting way to go, right? Like the jealous brother, lies.
So then why do you got to dress up in a Halloween costume?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out. Uncle Howie's Vince. There you go. That's my show.
Bo is just playing creepy Uncle Grabass there. What?
I don't think Bo would get that heavy.
You literally, Larry, you think Bo just put all of that weight on? That's just Bo right there. It just, goddamn, Bo, retired. Getting released has not been good to you.
Bo, you turned into Jim Ross. What happened?
What?
Bo, you turned into Jim Ross.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were saying I had. I'm like, my God Almighty.
Oh, Bo. There, the obviously the Golden Kids were going to win. They don't like them to lose.
Right. This is Tony's wedding gift to them of you're going to go over for a full year.
It's going to be so fun watching these guys divorce on public TV. Anyway. Hi, KJ.
But not wrong. Man, that's underutilized. Ethan Page right now.
Buddy, I'm looking forward to fucking 2024 when he's with his next fucking wife.
Man.
Right? Who's he proposing to next?
Ruby Soho, come on now. You've been chosen as the next contestant on How Much Can Sami Fuck Up?
That should be his gimmick for a while. He goes around just proposing to people. Jade kicks
just Los Lotharios. That's what he would be if he was in WWE. He'd be sitting there hanging out with Humberto and Angel Garza.
Right? There's a tag team. Garza and
do that as a trios. Fuck off.
As a trios.
You want to talk about a favor hire?
Whoa, shit. Ethan Page cutting hard on MJF. This is so fucking confusing, dude.
I like Ethan Page though, and by the way, you can shout out, or you can, or shout out to Dad World Order, Big Rig there, who's I guess buddies there with Ethan Page. But yeah,
right.
I think he's underutilized. I would have rather seen him be an All Atlantic champion than goddamn Pockets, Orange Cassidy.
Mm-hmm. I would have listened out to all that Dan Lambert shit. The only two people I remembered, and one of them just disappeared, and no one really explained it. But was Ethan Page for me and Van Sant. Like, I mean, Page got himself over, and even in just being in the background, sitting on the turnbuckle, being a smart ass, the fans started going, okay, this guy's got something.
Yeah, I think an MJF versus Ethan Page match could be good, honestly. But up next, we've got Wardlow versus Matt Taven. So that's the main event of Rampage tonight for the TNT title. So Wardlow actually remembered he has that title and can defend it.
Can I ask a question? Maybe I'm a little stupid, or it's late in the night and the vitamins are good.
Yeah.
We're having a title elimination tournament, correct?
Right.
For what title?
Right. For world title. Right.
And the title winner gets the title shot at Full Gear?
Right.
But he's booked. What is this, New Japan? And is he Carl Anderson? What the fuck?
Yeah, like I said, I asked this before my little pause there because I saw it when you were on your little pause of just, why the fuck are you doing that? You already have Mox versus MJF. He wants to do this the right way and do this clean and everything. So build your goddamn show around that.
Sorry, your comment in the chat. When I came back from my pause, and you guys were kind of talking about it, I was like, yeah, it's really stupid that they're doing a tournament at all. But then now it's even more dumb. What the fuck?
Right, yeah. And now it's finally hitting you. Of like, no, you could have built. Imagine though, you build it in your main event. You've got video packages of Moxley, all of that, and you've got video packages of MJF, of him growing up being a wrestling fan. You're sitting there. You're gonna really, if you're gonna go into the babyface bullshit, just go heavy-handed, ham-fisted into it like you already have, and do a little video package of him building up. You can do that and build a whole pay-per-view around it. You don't need this extra title eliminator tournament thing. So what, does MJF win in the tournament and also cashes in? So if he loses, he cashes in. Why?
This gets dumber by the minute.
Right. I don't know who's exactly in the tournament, but
Ethan Page is in the tournament.
Who's your what?
Ethan Page is in the tournament.
I'm gonna see if you want to talk right now. I'm gonna see if
I think Ethan Page just declared himself in the tournament. Now here's the fucking thing, and I already kind of went on a bit of a soapbox, so I don't want to make this a heavy beat up on it. I really don't want to beat up on AEW. It's Friday, we're feeling good.
Just make it so damn easy, though.
Yeah, man, I want to enjoy the product. But you're not making any fucking sense. It's almost like, haha, fuck you guys. Like, I hear the fans. I hear everybody belly aching, and I don't care. I'll do whatever I want. What is happening? It doesn't even make sense. We booked a heavyweight title shot for Full Gear.
He announced his cash in.
So instead of focusing on those two men hating each other and ready to kill each other for that title, you're going to throw in a tournament?
Right.
What? Huh? I'm going to steal your gimmick, Nick.
What? Yeah. So I'm looking right now of what I can at least try and find online. And so far, the first competitor for the world title eliminator is Dante Martin. Yes. No disrespect.
But what the fuck?
But why?
Yeah. We haven't seen him in, 5 months on TV?
Yeah. Why are you beyond even why we're having a title eliminator tournament, why are you having it with guys that are clearly not going to be your world champion? I get people have to go over, but then guess what? Then don't do the goddamn tournament.
My favorite part of the week, another booking that doesn't make any fucking sense. Come on, Tony. You're killing me.
Well, and even with this doesn't make sense. I'm a fan of Matt Taven. They just signed them. They just debuted. I saw even people saying, well, if you want to do the Elite versus Adam Cole, and obviously can't do that now without Bobby Fish and with Kyle O'Reilly on the sidelines. He has teamed before with Matt Taven and Mike Bennett.
True story.
So that would be an interesting way, but I feel like Matt Taven's going to get jobbed out here after they already got an anti-pop when they debuted. Like, they're getting off on the complete wrong foot. This is a Ring of Honor gimmick on what should be a Ring of Honor show, being portrayed as AEW.
Dude, what has happened in this show?
Papa Paul.
Yeah, but how did Papa Paul coming into power cause this much
Thanos? Papa Paul is Thanos. He collected the Infinity Gauntlet of Bray, the OC, fucking whoever, Karrion Kross, whoever else you want to name, and just snapped AEW into the fucking ether, it feels like.
Quick side question. Mm-hmm. Out of everybody in the firm, who would you give, who is least likely to get a world title shot? Or a title?
The one who is. I know that. That's a trick question.
Me? Okay. I know it was a bit of a leading question, but
why isn't Cass? Why isn't Ethan Page? Why isn't one of the ass boys? Pause. They're all make more sense. Why isn't fucking Bivens getting a world title shot more than Lee Moriarty? That makes more goddamn sense.
Okay, they haven't announced. You're saying low key? I can't see that. I can't see low key coming out to get jobbed out.
No. Mike Tyson returns to Rampage live on Friday. So when SmackDown's going to be taped, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, we're going to have Mike Tyson show up on a live Rampage. I see what you're doing, Tony. Point ahead, look smart.
Yeah, well, hey, high five for a guy that we're giving shit to.
Right. You every now and then money pulls a rabbit out of your ass.
No, everybody going on about this guy's a genius. And this guy, I keep saying it, man. He has as much experience as anybody on this stream right now. Anybody in the chat right now has the equivalent booking and managing a wrestling company experience as Tony Khan had going into this. Right. So anyone out there right now, whether no matter where you are, no matter where you live, no matter who you live with, you have the equivalent level to run a wrestling company.
You mean like me?
The vast majority of all of us could make better decisions than this.
Oh, we've been here, sipping, what? Stone, what? Shit talking, what? And been able to book a better show live on air while watching his product better than what he could do when he's sitting there and he can't figure out time, you know, to get everybody on TV, but he's dealing with stuff with his football club while he's booking AEW and while he's backstage. It's Tony has way too much shit on his plate, and he doesn't want to give the reins up to anybody that isn't an on-screen talent, like Chris Jericho, like Kenny Omega.
I'm so sick of hearing Tony has so much on his fucking plate. I don't give a fuck. Dude, you signed up for this shit. You're a spoiled little brat that your father
he needs a creative team.
Everything. So fucking suck it up, Tony. Either do all the jobs well or don't do any of them.
Oh, or hire consultants. I mean, I might know a guy. You know, you might be, if you're tuned in, if your bots are watching us, you know, we might know a couple of guys that, you know, we all work with and everything that, you know, can help you out.
It would be useless, dude. I mean, he's got tons of people around him with a wealth of wrestling experience, more experience than you and I will ever have, that could be really having an impact on the product going out to the fans. And unfortunately, it's Jericho, it's the Bucks.
But he listens to Smart Mark fans, and that's what we are, is Smart Mark fans, and that's what everybody watching us is. So that's what he listens to. He doesn't listen to a guy like Arn Anderson or anybody like that who might have, you know, been there side by side with the Nature Boy through the ins and outs of everything when it comes to professional wrestling.
Right.
Or Jerry Lynn, who came up through ECW, through Ring of Honor, or anybody else that he's got backstage with him, whether it be fucking Taz, what have you, Jim Ross.
We don't say this shit out of it's almost reluctant.
I don't want to punch down on the guy.
It's fuck, dude. At the same time he's putting this shit out, he's going on about how wonderful it is. Oh, I think we had a great show tonight. And I get it. What else is he going to say? But let's be real.
Don't say anything. Then don't say anything.
Shut your mouth. Say less.
Right. Show with your actions. Show with your product. If you have to talk, the ones who have to talk so much about how great they are the ones who ain't doing shit.
Usually.
But by the way, we have Matt Taven and Wardlow kicking off right now. So let us know who you're taking for this match and why is it Wardlow? I guess the bigger question is how many power bombs does Matt Taven take?
I think his power bombs are going to be limited because of Bennett.
But does Bennett or Maria cost Wardlow the match? This is a title match, correct?
If Wardlow loses this match, I will not be in this chair for Rampage next week.
So, folks, if you want a chance to potentially guest host, I guess start cheering for Matt Taven.
No, it is fucked, man. I mean, and listen, Matt Taven, again, I think they're done dirty here. This main event tonight should be Matt Taven and Mike Bennett versus pick a tag team.
It should have been, if you're going to have fucking Moxley on your program, put Moxley, your world champion, in the main event. Don't have him open the show.
The only title we like in the main event spot is the Ring of Honor title because it's the most important title of the company, because it's on the most important man in the company.
Right, yeah.
With the most important brown fucking nose I've ever seen, ever.
Even if what he said to CM Punk, which people have alleged was true, and I know I popped in and cut off your steam and all of that.
There you go, Jay.
Which that should have been a DQ. JV, oh God. That would go way off the rails real fucking quick, I feel. No offense, love you, bud. But Tope.
Oh, wow. JR says it's take your husband to work day on Taven.
But if even what Jericho said about Punk being a detriment to the company and all of that, that's pot meat kettle, I feel, very much with that whole situation. So regardless of it being accurate or not, that's Chris Jericho. Like Chris Jericho needs to read that and be like, oh shit, that's me.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's what I think. Like, and all these diehard Buck fans who are like, yes, we can't wait. They don't move the fucking needle, guys.
People tune out. Like, I get in your heart as a smart mark, as a wrestling fan and all of that, because you have all the Young Bucks merch and you've been a fan of them since Ring of Honor and everything like that. Like, guess what? The main casual wrestling audience tunes the fuck out when they're on because they placate still to that smart mark audience that buys that, you know, was too sweet, whoop, whoop, all of that. That's a big fan of, being the elite.
Yeah, it's more like the be the elite audience, and that's even a niche market than the smart mark fans, right? Like, I'd like to think you said, a lot of us here are smart marks. Like we pay attention, we know what's going on, but we still buy in. These fans don't give a fuck what happens. It's just Bucks and Kenny are the best. Bucks and Kenny are the best. Bucks and Kenny are the best. It doesn't matter who gets over. Oh, fuck FTR. Bucks are way better. What? Like, it's just this delusion of diehard fandom, which whatever, it is what it is. You love them, fuck it. But it blows my mind at the end of the day that, again, we're watching a show tonight live, and there's so many things that it's right there. You have all the ingredients to put the recipe together to make a really good end product, and instead you're fucking up the ingredients, you're fucking up the pattern and the recipe, and we're getting a shit cake on the outside.
He's Patrick trying to make a Krabby Patty is really what it comes down to. You have everything there lined up for you, and you're just like, I feel like we're SpongeBob on here, just like the lid. But yeah, no, it's just, and I'm not telling you who to cheer for. None of us here are, or anything like that. And you like who you like. Trust me, there's people even that we all like that we all even disagree on and everything.
It's very true.
But just don't watch professional wrestling with blinders on. Don't watch it with tribalism.
Right.
That's what we really try and do, is watch it objectively. Even with Bray Wyatt, we've been a huge fan of Bray Wyatt ever since he came back and everything. I think tonight with Uncle Howdy looking like he had bad plastic surgery or whatever happened there, looking like a Spirit Halloween movie, just was weird and awful.
It was hard to take.
Right. And so now when we're critiquing AEW, it's not, oh, you guys are WWE marks. It's I want good wrestling, and this isn't good wrestling.
Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, it's just, and it's nonsensical shit. Like, again, if you went out, Nick, if you were the fucking GM of some sports team and you go sign on, a fucking hotshot quarterback, and you get him in there and you say, okay, you're going to be a wide receiver. You're like, what?
Right.
And that's what it is. You sign Taven in a tag team. He's in the kingdom. And I'm not saying Taven hasn't been a solo competitor, but let's get him over what you signed him for. And then if they want to have a split up or whatever, and Taven's the star of the group, which it kind of is, they're fine. But you signed him. Or you got FTR. They're your fucking, you got these closers. You got these stud guys. And you got them playing right and left field. And we have no idea why.
Papa Paul.
What I think gets us frustrated.
Oh, absolutely. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Papa Paul is letting sports entertainers be pro wrestlers. Or letting pro wrestlers who were made to be sports entertainers be pro wrestlers. Yeah. Tony Khan's taking pro wrestlers and trying to make them sports entertainers, I feel, is really what's going on.
Right. And the Bray thing, man, listen, truth is, I'm a diehard Bray fan. I drank the Bray Kool-Aid a long time ago. Looking forward to him coming back. Loved his comeback. And I just don't know how I feel about tonight. And I think if I'm being... Oh, shit.
Taven with an Enziguri, Wardlow, big ass clothesline. Wardlow selling the hamstring. Sorry.
Right. No, but I like the double fist move that he does, though, by the way. Pause. Got it.
Oh.
Statlander. Not yet. I think she's still hurt.
Yeah, injured, even though she did. Oh, big ass spine buster. Is it interesting that every green big man just gets the moves of a spine buster and followed by a power bomb?
No.
Looking at you, Dave. But yeah, Statlander, I know she came out with like the best friends and all that, but she's still on the sidelines. I miss her. I would like that she was starting to get over, not as the alien.
Maybe. JV's theory is that I think Vince McMahon might have had that theory at the time. Not so much Triple H, but people had talked about that before, of like they were cutting dead weight, knowing that Tony was going to scoop them all up, and it would actually be a hindrance, not a help. And that's kind of what he did in the Attitude Era. Was he let a lot of guys go that he could have made deals. So he could have. Kevin Nash gave him a chance to buy him, and he went, "I can't do it, by our partner." And and then just started building other talent, and that's all he could do.
Well, yeah, that's what led to the Attitude Era. We've got one power bomb. Yeah, because those guys wanted guaranteed money and everything. But I think very much seeing Papa Paul sign everybody back shows that he didn't want all of these releases or anything like that. 100%.
Right. Oh, Bennett. We got 2.
And so, folks, or unless I missed one, if you took the under, you managed to nail it. As now Mike Bennett, of course.
4.
He hit 4? What?
That was 4 power bombs, no? Or 3?
Did I miss 2?
I think he did the one and then rolled him and did another one. No?
That's 2.
2 plus 2.
Where were the other 2?
2.
I don't know. But we've got Samoa Joe. So we're going to get OGK. We're going to get Matt Taven and Mike Bennett versus War Joe. Spoiler alert, like I said, should have happened even before this match.
Again, another example of 2 single stars with belts that we really want to see in good matches. Hey, they'd give us a good match against each other. But we're going to put them in a fucking tag team. Well, our tag teams that are good don't do shit.
Because I have nothing to do with either of them. Oh, I'm up for this. Give me this. Give me this in a triple threat. Winner takes all. Fuck it.
Wait,
Powerhouse Hobbs coming out to the ring right now. So Powerhouse Hobbs versus Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. Give me that match, please.
But wait, how do you tie this?
He's joined up with Brian Cage and what's their goddamn faction name? The Gates of Agony, Brian Cage, and now
the Embassy is in the house.
Yeah, so we've just got a bunch of big beefy boys slapping meat. Pause.
There's a lot of fucking big boys slapping meat in this scenario. Wow, though, dude, I will say this: I'm not a Brian Cage fan. Brian Cage and Hobbs in a tag team. And you say, Brian, listen, don't do flips every match. Save those for pay-per-views or a big match and just be a big, powerful dude. That's interesting, dude.
Hobbs has such a good spine buster, just saying that. Fitting that Arn Anderson, kind of the trademark of the spine busters there. But you have Brian Cage holding up the Ring of Honor TV title as Hobbs is holding up the TNT title. So I think those are the 2 feuds we're getting set up. So I'd rather see that in a tag match of Cage and Hobbs versus War Joe than OGK.
They get jumped by one group of guys, and then we just bleed into another group of guys.
Yeah, way to make OGK look like a bunch of jobbers of here. We could give a shit less about you jumping, War Joe. You guys can just piss off.
No, that's the problem. And you just fucking signed them. And that's... Do you not feel like Tony Khan has fallen into the Vince McMahon mistakes? Burying guys on their debuts, not booking them properly, ignoring them getting over with the fans. It's all the shit we got mad at WWE for that led to AEW that we were thrilled about. Now we're seeing Tony do, like, we don't give a fuck what the fans say. Send my friends. And look, I want to know from the hardcore AEW fans, and I will continue to pump this all week, but I want to know from the AEW hardcore fans, what are you loving about this? Are you happy?
What am I missing? Because absolutely, you nailed it right on the head there. It's like I said, it's Tony's taking pro wrestlers, because these are all Ring of Honor, local indie, MLW talent. None of these, well, now he's leached off WWE guys. But you're taking pro wrestlers and trying to make them sports entertainers, like Vince was doing with WWE. You had Kevin Steen, KO, involved with Ezekiel Elias. Now, guess what we've got on TV under Papa Paul? We've got KO back, 2015 KO, and we've got Elias. It's, like I said, nothing, oddly enough, has changed with AEW. I feel, outside of the, all-out altercation. But it's the landscape around it has exposed so many weaknesses. Of now the spotlight's on them to respond, and they're coming out like a turd in a punch bowl.
Right. No, that's what it is. And I mean, again, there is a lot of good here. Hobbs is good. Cage can be good. I know some people like Cage. I'm not a Cage fan. I think he's just a bit of a meat stick. I just, dude, there's enough talent there, and I think that's what we are. Like, it's that thing where you're just helpless watching it go. Oh, this is totally going to crash. We can't do nothing, and boom, there it goes, and you're like, fuck. Because at the end of the day, it's just really like obvious shit that's wrong.
Yeah, that's really what it is, and I see a lot of fives. Our buddy Altiz here, which, by the way, go ahead and grab yourself one of our lovely t-shirts from Altiz. But Tony's coming full circle in living the being Vince fantasy. Well, I mean, the man did come out there and say, now your longest rating, head booker of a professional wrestling company.
Right. So it almost feels like Tony, after Vince's retirement, so to speak, Tony like phoned Vince up and like, can you help me book? And that's what we're getting is like the Vince effect on.
Well, no, just don't dance on a dead man's grave. That's how you get that Danhausen curse on you and shit like that. Like,
True.
Leave well enough alone. Don't go, dancing with the devil in the pale moonlight. All of that shit. Just don't. You didn't need to say anything when Vince was stepping down and all of that. And I feel like now, because you even have touched on a couple times of now, because you can't leave well enough alone. You keep getting snake bit, whether it be, Punk's hurt or Punk wants out. Punk, cuts his whole promo during the media scrum. The Elite gets suspended. You try and turn MJF babyface. Everything AEW's done lately has been snake bit. It's all come off negative.
Yeah. And and again, people can look at it with rose-colored glasses all they want, Nick. But if you would have sat down 6 weeks ago and said to the core, viewership of AEW, the people that tune in, that 900,000 weekly that they get on a Wednesday, and said, listen, we're going to let CM Punk go. We don't think he's good here. That entire fan base would have lost their, we can't go without Punk.
He's been voted off the island. He is the weakest link.
But people would have lost their mind.
Right.
But then he beat up the fucking Bucks, so the chunk of that 900,000 are like, fuck him, let him go. I don't like the reporting of it. If you guys haven't seen our Let's Rumble podcast, tune into that. I was pretty candid about some of my feelings about the reporting that's going around AEW. It feels like everything from the internal side of AEW to what they were getting in the ring, to the storylines, to the producers, to the announcers, like every aspect, including the reporting, is fucked. It's
amazing. I never knew you needed knee pads to get an interview or to get a scoop or a spoiler or anything like that from AEW, but apparently Meltzer's proved me wrong.
It's crazy to me. It's crazy. Like instantly running to their aid. He didn't hurt the dog. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Right.
1 minute. We weren't there. We were in the press room. We don't know what happened. Next up, there's no way he could have hurt the dog. We love the Bucks. Yeah. Fuck
ever since AEW has started as a company, Dave's been in their back pocket, I feel.
Oh, man. Listen, I told you when they fucking, we're going to do the Meltzer driver because we love you, Davey. Right, Uncle Davey?
Right.
Come sit on Uncle Davey's lap, boys.
Oh, come sit over with Uncle Howdy. That's Dave. That's Uncle Howdy is Dave.
Howdy doing?
Howdy doody.
Fuck. The Boogeyman signed a WWE contract in 2021. You can find that out on Twitter.
Cool. There's this thing called Legends contracts.
Yes, true story. KJ, exactly. I've been saying TK shouldn't WWE AEW. Yes, I see what you said there. Okay. Right. So, yeah, I mean, that's what it feels like he's doing, right? And I mean, again, when you have a guy like Jericho that has a big say in what's happening right now, perceivably, maybe I'm incorrect, but I don't think I am. And Jericho goes back to like that 90s Raw, and he loves that shit. And that's kind of what he's trying to do with the Jericho Society. And that sucks big, heavy, giant, whatever you want.
But yeah, he thinks he can still be that, the Ayatollah of rock and roller, all of that in 2022. It's no, now you come off like that creepy Uncle Howdy there of just go the fuck away, Chris. Seriously.
Mm-hmm. Listen, there's nothing worse. And again, I've said this several times about other podcasters out there because they're buddies. Oh, Chris is my friend. Well, then don't give you know what? Skip over the review of his shit. Take an unbiased step back.
But sorry, I know where you're gonna go here, and hopefully I'm not cutting you off too bad. But to me, if you're gonna be friends with somebody and all of that, and we're obviously all friends and everything like that here, but we can still, at the end of the day, be straight up honest with each other and how you doing, keep it moving, and you have to take that. If you get into this echo chamber, you're fucked.
And that's what this feels like. It's very echo chamber. You got the silo, you're stuck. You're just echoing everyone. Everyone sitting around the table making the decisions is
yeah. Aren't we great? Really? Yeah. Okay. So Chris, when you won the title, you lost 70,000 viewers. Okay. Well, it wasn't in the key demo, right? Okay. So we're good.
Right.
Okay. So now you're gonna have your 5th match tonight. Okay. Great. Cool. And you're gonna bleed in 4 of them, right? Okay. But somehow you're not gonna bleed in the last one. Cool. Awesome. Great. Cool. No, it's just a giant fucking circle jerk. And I'm sick of acting like it's not, honestly.
Well, that's the problem now. And like Carlos has got a point now. So already the show is just littered with Jericho's buddies. Now the Bucks come back. Kenny comes back. They've already started to build the heroes return. And I'm going to puke when the fans pop.
If they come back to they come back to the Avengers theme after they got Thanos snapped out of AEW, I swear to God, they're going to come back on what's the closest Dynamite or AEW show to Halloween. They're going to come back dressed as the goddamn Avengers. No,
I said they were going to come. I thought they were going to come back as the Ghostbusters again. Where what would happen? You know how they kind of in the little package they got zapped away. It was like the fucking. They'll slide out one of those big fucking ghost capture boxes from the Ghostbusters. Then it'll fucking open up and they'll climb out.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
But if there's something strange and he is your owner, who are you going to call? Shad, call Papa Paul.
No, and I mean, the question of who's a better booker, Triple H, it's kind of apples and oranges. It's not the same in each company. Like,
Right. One's Picasso, one's, a toddler with crayons.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a different approach. Tony's trying to write the whole show and format the whole show. Triple H is more of like, I think this should be here, this should go there, but he's more of an overseer, which is kind of how the fucking job is supposed to be.
He hired a long-term director or a director of long-term storytelling. Tony Khan is in that, like you said, in that Vince McMahon era of he can't remember what he booked last week because it's fucking, he's got too many things going on.
So like for example here, like who's booking better? As far as right now, the WWE's been the better shows. The better SmackDown's been better. Raw for the most part's been better. Dynamite, it's been hit and miss. They've had probably one really good show out of the last 5.
I was going to ask, and this might be I guess a spoiler for our upcoming in a couple months end of year awards and everything like that. But who overall so far of 2022 has booked better, WWE or AEW? Not getting into whether it's Vince, it's Hunter, or it's Tony Khan. Of 2022, who's booked better?
When did Vince officially leave?
August, July, maybe.
It was summer, right?
It's been a couple months. I think we're like 3 months in. So I've seen some people say Hunter's booked better in 3 months than Tony's booked in 3 years, but
nah, I mean, I won't be that
recency bias.
Yeah, I won't be that hard on Tony. I mean, he did do some good things. Again, a lot of spot booking, but yeah, it was still exciting. It was still better. We were getting more pops, and you watch a pay-per-view and you get fucking Brian, you get Cole, and then you get other, all of a sudden fucking other people are showing up. It became the cool thing of who's going there next. And then all of a sudden the universe hit the fucking brakes on that plan. And now it's who's next to show up on WWE. And it's everybody.
Right. Who's going to turn down an AEW contract to go to WWE?
It's crazy. It's a tough sell because, I mean, I feel like Dynamite was the better show January, February, March.
Yeah, for a good half the year so far.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if I can. It's neck and neck.
I'd go. Yeah, I'd right now. I'd give it to AEW just if we're going as a whole.
Yeah, if you compare,
if we're going recency, it's very much WWE is running with this. Like we've talked about it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just thinking some of the theory. Like I guess part of the argument is if you look at it in the sense of what's happened in the last 3 months in WWE has been so much better than everything. It pulls that average up. But I think if you look at the year as whole, as what company produced better shows consistently, I do believe that was AEW for quite a while. So,
but there's still time, folks.
2 months, Nick. We'll figure out who wins this.
The final countdown.
Yes, I agree. But WWE, there's always something new.
But that was AEW 4 months ago.
It used to be AEW for sure.
Right.
Did you give a rating on Rampage?
Mid. What about you?
Everyone kind of went with the 5s, eh?
Right.
My Canadian slipped out. Where are we going with
Hey.
there? I mean, overall, dude, I didn't. You always gauge the shows we watch as much as how much pulled our attention away, and whether we loved or hated what Bray Wyatt did tonight, our attention's pulled away.
Right.
I can't tell you the last time, if ever, Dynamite or Rampage had this is coming up and kind of teased us all night, and we couldn't wait for the end of the night. It's been a minute for that.
Well, the closest was CM Punk returning, and they paid that off to the very beginning of the show.
I think they had to pay that off in the beginning. The rest of the show, I think
if you had at that point, if you had MJF come out with, you heard like beginning of Punk's music, and then it cut into I'm better than you. You could do it like when you thought the Undertaker was going to come back at Mania, and it was Elias initially.
That was funny.
I think you could have baited that, but I do get what you're saying. Actually, I'll give it a point reduction and give it a 4-piece because I was reacting and watching and following along with NXT Level Up at one point over Rampage. So,
true.
Right. So it gets a 4.
I don't know, Damien. We watch a lot of wrestling. That's a hard. Listen.
Well, no, it's just you want me to live, full of vitamins, all of that.
I'll put it this way:
feeling the Friday vibes, headed in the weekend, of that. The spooky season. You want me to give a best Rampage.
Oh, it was the one from
this year. Has there been a good Rampage? First off,
I think there's been a couple
that didn't involve CM Punk.
I don't. Whatever.
Right? It's just one of those like, catch me outside. How about that?
Welcome. Thank you, Short. Short motivational videos. Go check out Short motivational videos. Everybody needs a little motivation. You guys have a
long motivational video.
There you go. We appreciate the sub and everyone else. Tell all your friends, Short, and everyone out there. We always tell everybody. Tell anybody you know. Jump on our page, click the little thumbs, and subscribe. We won't send them spam. We won't harass them. We just want some love. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Won't let me do it. Copyright infringement. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I like a 4 for Rampage.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'll give Moxley 3 points and the rest of the show 1. Even that, I'm disappointed.
The fact that they didn't do more damage to MJF gets them a point.
Right? Hello, bye for now. See you next time. We're back tomorrow, by the way. We'll do TCO. Exciting House of Glory tomorrow. Can't wait for that. I'm gonna go 5. 4.
4.
And the only reason I can't give him like a 5 because I do think the show overall 1 hour. When Rampage first became a thing, I used to compliment it a lot. I enjoyed like the 1 hour in and out. Like I missed the 1 hour and right? Like wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Let's go. Pause. And that's what I liked about Rampage. It didn't fuck around a whole lot. But now we're at the point where it's just none of it matters. And again, what the fuck is Wardlow doing partnering with Joe? And why are they getting beat up by everybody? And why
is Lee Moriarty facing Jon Moxley?
Why is that happening? But yeah, no, it drives me nuts. So yeah, to me, the Rampage was a fail. SmackDown didn't blow the socks off anyone, but I'm good with a 7.5.
Yeah, I'm going with a 7.5. It was a good SmackDown up until, and I almost want to half say you got that it was going to have something after it for the rest of the audience. If they didn't, it feels like there's still something. We thought it was going to be a super stacked night. It was a good night. It ended on a weird note, not a bad note, not a good note, a weird note. So
I just
can't fully knock it, but
it just
Rampage
felt like no sprinkles on the ice cream. It just felt like no sprinkles on the ice cream, Nick. Like, we got a good dessert.
We had cake, but no frosting.
Yeah, we need a little bit of,
I need pomp and circumstance. I need a little pizzazz. Yowie wowie, win me over.
But I do really, really, Papa Paul, you've been doing great. We've been happy. Bray, you've been killing it. Thank you for coming back. However, if you can't keep coming out passive and timid and not progress the story, and I think there's a bit of a drag because it's like we got to get over Crown Jewel. Once we get past Crown Jewel, then we can dig into this. So we're getting a
non-continuity pay-per-view that they have to throw in for no reason.
Yeah, fucks everything up, doesn't it?
But it's one of those, like you were trying to say there, I feel you need to start. It's been good. I feel like you're falling asleep at the wheel now. You need to right this ship a little bit with everything, regardless of Crown Jewel. Run that bitch right the fuck over and just move on from it.
Nick, I don't know if right the ship is accurate. I think it's push the ship. I think the ship's still going in the right direction, but give it a fucking nudge. Let's get the sails up and catch a bit of a headwind here and move a little faster. And I like I said, Crown Jewel fucked that up, but this was another another breadcrumb.
I feel it's gotten a little bit, and I'm at least worried it's getting to the point of it's Patrick there reading the compass of east. I thought you said west. A little bit like that of you said fiend. I thought you said weird.
On that fucking lovely note, I think we've hit max capacity.
Right, yeah.
Folks, the vitamins are wearing off. The night is late. That was another 3.5 hour stream from your boys and girl here at the Wrestling for Life Network. That was Big Nick. I am KJ. Yeah, the show wasn't great. SmackDown was quite a bit better. We will be back tomorrow. House of Glory. If you can't make it tomorrow, we're here all the damn time. We cover all the shows, all the brands. If it's a company in wrestling that you like, we cover it. And if we're not covering it, let us know and we'll find a way to do it.
We're not covering we're talking about it. And, by the way, folks, if you haven't figured out by now, or if you're new here, tune in, and I'm sure you'll find out really quick. The wrestling may suck, but we never will. So absolutely. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. I'm sorry if I cut you off, sir.
Yeah, I think you said that several times.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, you're good to go. But yeah, folks, don't miss the entire week. We got go home shows. We'll be back for Crown Jewel as well next weekend. Lots coming your way. November is packed. Thank you. Nick, where were you going?
I was just going to say, if I don't see you when I see you, happy Halloween and all of that. But our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about the wrestling, you better put that for life with it.
Wow. See you on the flip side, folks. Thank you very much.